Welcome to the Bobby Couto Show, where we dive into the fascinating world of human experiences and excellence, with special guests, real-life anecdotes, and thought-provoking discussions. Get ready to unlock and tap into your absolute potential with your host, manifestation coach, Bobby Couto.
Hey, I have some very special guests. We have an action-packed show. Once again, I want everybody to know, just please go over and support Troy City Mortgage, our boy Dave Pereira, 508-207-5864-1777 Pleasant Street. Tell Dave we sent you, the official mortgage provider of the Bobby Couto Show. And to my left, Brian Vianna.
Thank you for having me today, Bob.
Bro, such a pleasure. Dude, how long have we been talking about this?
For a while now.
Like legit, seriously,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
We've worked together. We've done some things together. You know, and I'll say this out loud, and because you won't say it, so I'll say it. You do so much for the city, bro. You do so much for the citizens, not just the city, for everybody around you, brother. And you take no credit for it. You know, I always say the people that do the most say the least. And you are one of those people, bro. You call me, you never ask me for anything. You always call me to ask me to participate and be a part of something great. You never come and just take it. And I just want you to say that, you know, on behalf of everyone who knows you, Brian, I want to say that it's an absolute pleasure to have you here in Studio B and representing this amazing event that we have coming up.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Get that mic close to you, bro, so people can hear you.
I mean, am I good, Jody?
It's good.
All right. No, I'm looking forward to this. Obviously, this event means everything because, you know, what the cause is all about, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm busy, you know, doing a lot of different things in the community. You know, we have a couple of different events coming on for June, July, and August.
Yeah.
I shared some of the flyers with you.
Sure.
You know, so, and I'm looking forward to having you a part of
Absolutely,
Christmas
bro.
in July.
Anytime.
for us, you know what I mean?
But you know, I got to say this. No man does this alone, right? Like
No,
you can't,
no,
you're not
man.
moving this stuff alone. And today we have some other special guests. It's a lot of special guests today. And today is Kathy Hague. Welcome, Kathy. Welcome to the show. Appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much. I was talking to Brian earlier because we were trying to figure out, I'm like, well, how do I introduce Kathy? Like, I want to introduce her and I want to do her justice because, you know, again, you're one of those people that without you, none of this happens. I know he's shaking his head over there. I'm going to introduce you in a second, Paul, but he's shaking his head. And I talked to Brian and Brian's like, you know, without Kathy, like nothing moves. Like she's the one, she's just organizing everything. She's strategic. She's making all this happen. And it's such a pleasure to have you here. And I want to say thank you for taking the time to come in today and really supporting this amazing event. Obviously, unless you live under a rock, right? Like you've seen it. We've been posting the heck out of this thing.
Yeah.
And it is a Freestyle Madness event. And we're supporting a cancer, right? Like it's the awareness of cancer and just bringing awareness and realizing that, you know, we can all donate, right? But it's something special when you bring people together and you bring awareness, right? Because I think, you know, half the battle is just people being aware and participating. Because, you know, you can go on TV and say, hey, give me $1, right? And how far does that really go? But if you have people actually supporting emotionally, because that's where the support is really needed, right?
Yeah.
People need help. People need support. And no one really knows these situations. You know, I have a, not to tell tales out of school, I have a very close personal friend of mine who's battling cancer right now. And, you know, probably one of the strongest people I've ever met in my life. So it's very hard to see that, but realizing how strong he is and realizing that he's not giving up and he's going to push right through this. And we're going to get to the other side of this. But until it hits home, it's just another tragedy, right? Oh, so-and-so has cancer. Oh, that's so terrible. But when it's someone you know and someone you care about, it hits another level, right?
does, yeah.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and that's why, like, even when Paul Lopes, which is Entourage Productions, you know, when he came to me about, you know, throwing this event and stuff like that and what he was going to do and, you know, everybody behind it and stuff like that, it was just a no-brainer.
Yeah. So
you know?
can we talk about Paul for a second? Paul Lopes in the studio.
No.
You can't see him. No. Where is he?
Paul Lopes is on the road.
Oh, he's on the road. And who do we have here today?
Paul.
It's just Paul. Oh, I thought. I apologize,
No, that's
bro.
my other ponder.
Oh, okay, all right. Paul reposes. So Paul reposes in this. I thought literally Paul Lopes. I apologize. I got
a
my
lot of
Pauls.
Pauls,
I got
a
my
lot of
Pauls crossed. You know what I mean? There's Paul, Bobbies and Pauls everywhere. So Paul also, you also support the events and you support all this going on as well.
Yes.
All right. So great. So again, this is like a mob of people that are involved in this, right?
Yes.
So
No, there is.
So let's shout them out right now. Who could we give a shout out to, letting them know, like, thank you for being a part of this?
Well, the whole Entourage Productions team. You know what I mean? You know, so obviously it starts with Paul Lopes.
Sure.
You know, and then, he manages Raquel. So Raquel, then they just started to talk to all the artists. Obviously, it's Johnny O's manager, Sal Alvarez, who is one of them that we're donating the money towards.
Sure.
And it just went down the line, you know. So obviously, all of them are all tied together because they've been doing music for decades.
Yeah, and I apologize if I feel like I'm rushing here. I just know that we have people joining the show, so I really want to get as much information as we possibly can before we start asking questions with guests. So let me ask you this: so you've done a couple of these, right? Obviously, you've got 3 of them coming up, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But I just want to so the people understand, so the audience understands what's involved in something like this, right? Because obviously, you have to coordinate all these. I mean, you got personalities, right? These people, they have schedules, they have other things going on. How do you? I know I'm not going to say it's difficult to get people to show up, but it's difficult to get people to show up at the same time, right? So how does that all work? How does that coordinate?
It's a lot of planning and scheduling with everybody, trying to make it all work because this is their busy time of year.
Yep.
I mean, they're out there touring every week,
right?
Or every month they're out there, So to get everybody together to try to make it work, Paul behind the scenes is just, working crazy. So then he depends on some of us that are locally to handle some things, and that's where Kathy comes into play. Myself, Donnie Battle, the other DJ from Providence, he comes into play. We got to try to get the sound people, get everybody together.
Bad Boy Richie Rich will be doing music that event.
Yes, he will be there too. Also,
he's pretty big.
Yeah, he is.
I wouldn't go like I was trolling him on TikTok. Yeah, and he's like 54,000. I'm like, wow, this guy's legit. You know what I mean?
Oh no, Bad Boy's awesome.
Yeah, he is awesome. He is awesome. What a personality. He's Portuguese. He's a Portuguese kid, right?
I don't know.
Fuego. Yeah, he is. He has to be, dude. He has to be. He has to be.
Maybe a little Spanish.
Maybe some Spanish?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take Portuguese. I'm going to say Portuguese. Right. He'll have to correct me.
He might call in or whatever. He's got the
That'd
link,
be great.
so who knows?
That would be awesome. That would be amazing. And again, him doing the music. So let's just talk a little bit about the event, right? So what can people expect? So if you don't know, on the screen right now, if you scan the code, the QR code on the screen right now, and buy tickets, they're going to get them at a discounted price, right?
Yes, they are.
Do we know what that discount is?
$30.
$30. Where normally at the door would be
$50.
So you're saving $20 a ticket. So get your tickets now.
Your tickets.
Don't wait. I mean, this is for a limited time between 6 to 8. Get as many tickets as we can. The Bobby Couto Show Studio B will be donating a couple of tickets as well. I mean, there's a couple of things I got in mind too, so we'll see how that all works out, but we can talk about that after. But what I really want to talk about, brother, and let's talk about some fun stuff, right? We talk about some business. Let's talk about some fun stuff. So, Brian, I've known you for a long time. I think, quite frankly, we go back into the people that we know, when I think of George Cintron and, we go back to those days, right? And you've always been involved in music. Like, it's always been, as long as I remember, I've seen you behind, turntables, right?
Yep.
And so that passion is carried on for, how many years now? I mean, we're talking, 30, 40 years? I mean, not that you're 40 years old, but you could be. I'm just saying. So,
Over 40 years I've been involved with music.
Involved with music. And some people, that comes and goes, brother. When I lived through this music, right, we all did. It was part of, I remember being at Morton Middle School, bro. I had these exact Adidas on, and I was, hanging out with this music, wearing my, my crotch pants and living the best life, and not realizing that one day I'd be in my studio and having these conversations, and the idea that we're going to have a conversation with these people is profound to me, right?
Oh yeah, it's awesome.
But you, sir, you've been straddled to this the whole time, man.
Yep. And it's all about the
How
culture.
many shows, dude? How many times have you? How many shows have you done? I mean,
I couldn't.
You couldn't even.
Just with them, this has been like my 7th in the last 2 years. This year, going into this year, I think it's going to be my 7th. But I mean, I've been doing events.
Yeah. Well, can we talk about a big event? And I know it was kind of like a little bit of a flop because of the weather, but the Days of Portugal event, right? That was a rough one, right? I mean, because you can't control the weather, right? Like, you can do whatever you want, and you can. Yeah. But as soon as the weather's involved, it really changes things. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that kind of went that way. But that's not to say that you can't have more of those events and realizing that maybe outside is not the place. You know what I mean? Like, it's just hard, especially in New England, to pull that off.
We still had hundreds of people coming.
Yeah, the diehards.
Yes.
The diehards.
That would have been an incredible show. Yeah. Incredible.
Is that something you guys think you might consider doing again at some point? Or?
I think we talked a little bit about it. Yeah. It's very, very touchy because of the weather situation.
Sure. Right.
No, we've talked about it a few times.
I tell you what, that's an amazing venue.
In the future.
Like, we did the Trident title with Bernardo Boxing. And we were there for the day.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, like, the sun, like, just being outside, it was just a gorgeous day. So, I got to see both sides of it. Like, hey, the weather is this, and then a beautiful day. And so, it's there. But again, to perform.
It's very risky.
Yeah, it's one thing to be out there and trying to perform, and it's raining.
Oh, these performers poured. It didn't stop raining the whole day. These performers performed in the pouring rain the whole time.
Yeah. She was out there all day in the rain, going to get all the artists.
See, that's what I heard about you. I heard you were like a superhero that day.
Oh my God.
Yes. Pull that mic a little closer to you, please, if you don't mind. Get that right on there. I want to hear you. There you go. Perfect. I heard you were like a superhero running around.
It was crazy. I was freezing, soaking wet, but it was so much fun.
When was that? What was the?
That was September.
September. September's a tough time. But
if
you know
it
what,
was
though?
Nice, it would have been
you can
gorgeous.
get that beautiful day in September,
No,
right?
I know.
September, October.
And it didn't rain for so long. I know, we talked to Paul after that. He's like, I can't believe it. We had so many years stretched where it never rained, and during that time. And
Yeah, but you
unfortunately,
learn, right? You come back
Yeah.
and you say,
Yeah.
okay, well, next time we're going to do this
Yeah.
better. We're going to figure out, that this is a problem. And obviously, it can really hamper a situation
Yeah.
like that. Because,
Yeah.
again, you're really depending on people showing up.
Yeah.
And that's an
Yeah.
outdoor event. You know what I mean? Like, unless you're giving away money, people tend
Yeah.
not to show up. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's crazy,
No,
man.
it is.
But you know what? I got to say this. It's wonderful that we're doing things in the city. It's wonderful that there is talent here.
Oh, yeah.
It's wonderful that there's still people that want to get involved and they
Yeah.
want to participate in things like that. Because Brian, I don't remember those shows. Like we didn't have anything like that. If anything,
No.
it was like a small little show.
Yeah.
Maybe at Kennedy Park, they'd set up the trailer and somebody get up there with a microphone.
Yeah,
but
it was many years early. Like
Yeah.
they used to have concerts at North Park when we were real little.
yes,
Yeah.
And
yeah, with
at-
the
at
stage
Lincoln
right there,
Park and
yes,
stuff like that
yeah,
when we were
yeah.
very young.
Yeah,
so.
but then it just kind
No,
of
it's great that they have these shows, and like I said, Entourage Productions, he's been putting them on now for quite a few years.
Yeah.
Before I
Yeah.
even jumped on board with them and stuff like that.
So
you know?
what else? What else does Entourage like? What else does he? What else is it? Is it this? And are there other events that he organizes? Because I just started following him, so I really want to. I want to
he's
promote
all-
as much as I possibly can.
He's all over the country, but a lot of times they're on other events and other shows and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because obviously he's managing Raquel, so I mean she's busy all year round.
Yeah. So he managed Raquel exclusively, or does he have some of the other artists as well?
As far, well, I think
just
it's just
asking.
exclusively. I don't think he
Exclusively.
has anybody else. She might know a little bit more, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's anybody else but her.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
And running his production company.
Sure,
You know?
right.
So,
And so he's got to coordinate that with all the other artists
Yes,
and
he
all
does.
of
He
their
works with everybody.
promoters and
Yeah.
wow, man.
so he's got a lot on his plate.
That's crazy, man. You know what? I've never been exposed to this but more recently, where I do some of these live shows, and you realize what's involved, right?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
people have demands, people want certain things, and you want to try to accommodate as much as possible.
Yeah.
And ultimately, at the end of the day, branding is a big deal, right? So, like, you try to stay within the realm of, hey, look, this is for a good cause,
Yeah.
and there's really not money involved per se. If you really want to come on and just promote the event, like this is really what we're all about. But in some cases, people don't want that, and then in other cases, there's confusion, right? Because
Yeah.
it's funny because you go through these things and you're like, hey, so and so, you should hook up with so and so because they have a venue and you might be able to use the venue,
Yeah.
and so they hook up, right? And then things don't work out. And then you're like, oh, gee, I feel like a jerk. Like
Yeah.
I feel like, and so you realize that when you have personalities and you're dealing with
Oh, yeah,
schedules
definitely.
and you're dealing with events, it doesn't always work out.
No.
And people tend to get the wrong idea. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And so
of
for
course.
me, I try to play like, Switzerland. Like I'm not picking sides here. I really want to promote as much as I possibly can. And, obviously the show is all about progression. It's all about the entrepreneur. It's all about, the journey, like something greater than yourself. And
Yes.
if you want to participate in that, great. But people sometimes they get the wrong idea. You know what I mean? Like they think.
No,
it's-
one thing that we have is what I've noticed right from the jump is the team is really tight. Everybody's close to everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody works well with everybody. The artists are great, to work with and
They
just
really
hang out
are,
with them.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really down to earth. It's just been a pleasure, and it's something that I didn't think I would be doing. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
breaking their records as a kid, and now being able to hang out with them at times and do shows with them, it's just an amazing.
Dude, what's
feeling.
crazy to me is your knowledge, bro. I love talking to you about this stuff because you have such an in-depth knowledge of these artists, right? Like we were talking earlier, and he's like, "Well, he had a hit here, and he had a hit over here, and he did a song with this one." And I'm like, "Bro, like you have such an in-depth
Yeah.
knowledge." And I'll say this out loud; everybody can hear us. I'm like, "Brian, you should have your own show, man. Like you should literally. I'm telling you, you should do your own show. You should have these guests come on, bro, because you have your vast knowledge, dude. You've been embedded with this for so long,
Yeah.
and it's such a big part of who we, dude. The '90s were the '90s. Like I'll challenge anybody. Like there's never going to be another generation like the '90s, And you could say that the good times, the bad times, and I don't remember struggling a whole lot in the '90s when it came to entertainment, right? Like we were artists everywhere. There was always new music. It wasn't beat machines everywhere. Like people were actually creating music, and a lot of the music. It's funny because obviously listening to like a lot of the freestyle, setting up for the show, right? Getting in the mood, and you realize that like I'm hearing this music today, and I'm like, hey, that sounds just like.
Yeah.
Hey, that sounds, and you realize that all this music today, like the John Summits of the world, right?
Yeah,
like
they
they're
sample everything
sampling,
that- yeah.
they're sampling this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like rest in peace, Rob Bass. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's been more sampled than Rob Bass?
No, of course.
You see what I'm saying?
And I
It's-
get to work with Rob a couple of times.
No kidding.
And do some shows. Yeah.
What a shit, dude!
Amazing,
I mean,
amazing guy.
amazing. This,
Yeah.
and
And it was a pleasure to work with.
such a tragedy to lose like such
Awful.
great. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're just these forefathers of hip hop and what it really was to
Yeah.
the Slick Ricks of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's where it all came from. And, I find myself
No,
drawn to that.
And this show is going to be amazing. I mean, you just look at the acts and the lineup that's there, and like I said, besides the DJs, I mean, it's just going to be an amazing night. And that's why, like, go out, get your tickets.
Absolutely.
It's for a great cause, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
We have 2 families.
You got Raquel on?
Oh.
All right. Well, so let's get started right now. So her voice instantly transport you back to the freestyle golden era, delivering massive Billboard Hot 100 anthems like I Fell in Love and In a Dream, dropping in live. Give it up for freestyle royalty, GSD mama, Raquel.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Hey, what's up,
Hi,
Raquel?
what's going on?
Well, you look amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know how busy you are, and we just want to say thank you for taking the time to join us and supporting this amazing event.
Oh my gosh. I could not be more excited about being a part of this and help putting this all together. And hi guys, I see you there. What's going on?
What's up?
These 2 have been like wildly instrumental in making sure that everybody knows about it. So I mean, kudos to you. My heart goes out to you both. You know how I feel about you, and they're a huge part of this team. And I don't think we'd be in the position that we're in right now without the 2 of them. And thank you so much for having me here. So it's just been it's been great. Paul and I had discussed what's going on. Saul is a dear friend and and part of our family now, and to hear his story and hear his fight, and of course hearing the young man Wes, who is he was a star athlete, and I have a son, and Paul does too, who are both really strong into sports, and mine's a little older now, so he's doing other things, but he was, and I spent my life with him on the field, and to hear the struggle that he was going through, and what his sister was willing to do, and the family just staying right by him. We felt it only necessary to kind of spread the word. And he's Massachusetts strong over here, and it's just amazing. We've been really blessed at Entourage, and with doing a lot of stuff for Raquel, and I wanted to give back, and just say, hey, we're with you. You fight, we fight. So it's just it was something that just had to happen, and all of the outpour of love and support, whether it be people donating or whether they can make it, is just overwhelming. And of course, all of the artists who you're going to get to meet in a little while, well, most of them are coming on their family, and for them to donate their time and their energy and their talent for something outside of themselves, outside of, just, the freestyle family, and outside of the genre itself, and just to come together is truly remarkable. And they're all heroes in their own right. So I'm excited. It's going to be a lot of fun.
But it's amazing, Raquel. It really comes down to the selfless acts. Like everyone is donating their time. Everyone is volunteering. Right. Everyone is giving what they can to support this amazing cause. And, we talked a little bit before the show, before you arrived, and that was, it becomes real when it hits home, right? Obviously we can feel bad, and we can, have sympathy and empathy for others, but when it hits home, when it's your own family members, that's when it becomes real. And I think in most cases, we try to support and we try to do things, and unless you're exposed to that, you really don't know. And so the idea that anyone would give up their time to show up and generate some type of revenue and peace for these people, and that's so selfless. And you don't have to be here, Raquel, and we're so grateful that you are. And so thank you so much for giving your time, man. Thank you.
I'm here for the duration. I mean, we may be visited by my 2 dogs, my boys. People will be coming home from work soon, and my German Shepherd will let me know that he's just not happy with the car doors. He's just a little rowdy and not happy that people are coming home from work. I have to reassure him that it's fine. So yeah, and I have the door closed, and you will hear him open it himself, and he'll come in to say hi. So that'll be a part of the show too.
No, and Raquel, obviously, last year she, helped me out last year with the backpack drive. Came down and performed at the Eagle Center for me. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
So, she's all about, working with the community and stuff like that. So it's like, she's totally down to earth, and it's been nothing but a pleasure working with her.
Raquel, you've probably been asked this question a million times, but just for my audience, I'm going to have to ask you: how does this all start for you, Raquel? How does this, the beginning? How do you realize that you have this amazing talent, and this is something that you want to do as a career for your life? Like, you've been doing this for a long time.
That's not how it happened for me. I guess I wanted to be an attorney. I did very well in school. Plus, I was a pre-Olympic gymnast. I competed all over the place until I was, 19 years old. I did it for so long since I was a little one, and I did really well. And I guess everybody in my family seems to have the chops gene. Whether it's singing or whether it's something where they can play the piano or something. Like my brother is this insane drummer, and hearing him and both of his daughters have these chops, and my son has these vocals, and all of my cousins and everybody sings, and so I always I just sang. It was just a part of it, and my brother was the one to initially say, we were sitting at a light, and he was driving, and we're 9 years apart, and he was like, man, like you can just sing anything. And I was like, really? Like I was young. Yeah, give me some Celine, but I loved it, and I had fun, and me and Whitney grew up together in my mirror, and all of the big vocalists, and I wanted to be an attorney. I just never said, you know what, I don't even know how this works, but I want to do it, I just, and so I guess it just kind of was like, I can sing, and I guess that's it. Church is going to be where it is for me,
So when does Paul, when do you meet Paul? When does Entourage come into the picture?
Oh gosh. Well, I was 17 and I was in a bar singing Fugees, and somebody was like, do you wanna, come in here and my background vocals for this album? And I was like, all right, whatever. I went in, and I'm the one that got the deal. So it kind of kicked off in '96 at 17, and then it kind of catapulted there. Years later, I'm doing shows with Entourage and Paul, and every year I came back. He had me back every year for like 14 years.
Oh, wow.
And I just saw him once a month, and it's our relationship and our story as friends, and now family is so beautiful. 3 years ago, I was in a really wicked domestic situation, and I didn't know how to get out of it. And I came and did a show for Paul, and he looked at me and he said, "You just look broken." And I just cried because no one had taken the time to even notice, that. Right. But he'd only seen me once a year,
Yeah.
He noticed, and then it wasn't a month later that I then almost lost my life.
Jeez.
And so I don't even remember making the call, but we had discussed him being my manager and coming back for another show. And I called him, and I was just screaming for help. And he said, if you get out of there, you never, ever have to go back.
Wow.
And I waited until this person fell asleep, and I picked up what I could off of the ground in a suitcase, and I left my entire world. And he has made sure that I have never, ever had to go back. So he is not only, truly my best friend. Of course, he's family and one of the most stand-up men, personally, professionally, that I have ever met. He has worked tirelessly to help me rebuild the broken relationship that I had, not only with my fans, but with music itself. And I have never been busier. And
That's
now
amazing.
I drive him on a daily basis.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You got that, right?
Absolutely. And you look amazing. You look absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to say that. HR heard that. They just heard that. I don't care. You look absolutely beautiful. Absolutely.
Another big important part of the Entourage team is Brian Vianna. He also made sure that I got out and that I had family and the Vianna. Come on, guys. You heard me stutter because I always get it wrong. Yeah, but I have an incredible team with Entourage. I'm glad that I'm the face of Entourage, and so I'm so blessed and pleased. I feel great. My voice is great. I'm stronger than ever. I'm happier than I've ever been.
You're glowing. You're glowing. She's glowing.
Yeah,
You're glowing.
I get that a lot, and I'll take it. I will totally take it. So yeah, shout out to Paul and Brian. I love you both.
So real quick, what are we going to see at the show? Do you know what songs you're going to play, or is this something you kind of wait till the day comes?
What's crazy? I'm co-hosting.
I love that. I love that. I love that.
She's so excited about
Yeah.
this. I'm excited for you about this too. She's very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm co-hosting.
Also has a new
hi,
album
everybody.
out, too.
Yeah.
I see you.
You have a new
Yeah.
album? You have a new album coming out? You have a new album?
She
Let's
has a
talk
new
about that real
album.
quick.
Yeah.
It came out. Yeah, it came out January 31st. It was produced by Adam Morano, the original voice of Collage and TPE, and yeah, I'm driving him crazy on a daily basis now too, which is so much fun. But yeah, the album is doing well. It is like an eclectic version.
Where can we get it? Where can we hear it? Where can we get it?
Oh, it's everywhere. It's called Beautifully Broken Chapter 1. We are working on Chapter 2 as we speak. You got a little punk pop. You got a little, power ballads. Of course, some freestyle, which is close to my heart. And a little Afro house and some duets in there.
No, it's really good. Really good
Some
album.
little funky house, So it is just a wide range. They wanted to go in and really showcase my vocals, that I wasn't just a freestyle artist. And I think they nailed it and picking out the songs and writing for me and producing.
Where did you produce this? Where? What studio?
Yep. I produced it with Adam Morano in the Viper Studios in Jersey.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we did it there, which was a lot of fun. You can get it everywhere. It's on every platform ever. It's out there. Go get it. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yes, we love it.
Awesome. Would you mind if we go ahead, Brian? Go
No,
ahead.
you got Johnny coming in.
I got Johnny coming in.
All right.
You mind?
Yay, my face.
True freestyle royalty is joining the broadcast. The voice behind undisputed timeless classics like Fantasy Girl, Memories, Runaway Love, and Dream Boy, Dream Girl. Drop some fire in the comments for Johnny O.
What's going on?
Welcome, Johnny. Welcome to the show, brother. Oh, there he
what
is.
the- there you
A
go.
true showman. A true showman.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's what I'm telling you.
How are you, sir? Welcome to the show.
What's going on, my brothers?
Such a pleasure to have you here. Obviously, Johnny, we want to say thank you so much for joining the show today. Obviously, we know you guys are super, super busy. It really means a lot to us to just bring some awareness to this event that's coming up June 19th.
Yes.
Whites of Westport. Scan the code on the screen right now. Get your tickets at a discounted price. And you're going to hear Johnny O in the house. Tell us, Johnny.
Yeah.
That's it, baby. You're my dream girl. Oh, yeah, I'm coming, baby.
Right? This is
Well,
this
like
is history.
Raquel said, my vocals feel strong too.
We're making history.
they
We're
are.
making history. Johnny, thank you so much for being here today, man. Listen, I just wanted to give you an opportunity, though. John, you've been doing this for a really, really long time. You're obviously, I would say, like the forefathers, right? Like if we talk about the forefathers of freestyle and where our music is today, I look back and I say to myself, I don't know if I deserve to be in this room right now. I got to be honest with you, brother. Like it's an absolute honor and pleasure, brother. I think my first kiss was to Dream. I was playing it, dude. in my IROC.
So you owe me, my brother.
Right. So,
I
bro,
will collect. I will collect.
yeah, right. Seriously. So, tell us a little bit. What are you up to these days? Are you still?
I got a brand new single out. I dropped it. I'm a new era artist. Signed a single deal with them, and we're doing more productions. But just like Raquel, I'm not pigeonholed just to freestyle. My talent goes into one of my mother's dreams was she was a rock and roll singer. So I grew up on rock and roll and folk music. So I want to get into other genre of musics, R&B, pop, everything, you name it. I want to get into it. Freestyle is my heart. It's my foundation. I'll always be there, never leave it. It's my heart, my blood and veins.
Sure.
But my vocals, I got a new single called Sailing, and it's doing phenomenal. I mean, it's doing really,
That's
it's
awesome. Love it.
yeah, it's doing really good. I mean, it's doing really well. Right now, working with some other people, really Grammy producers.
That's funny. I was going to ask you. You're expanding out, right? You're working with. You did some research. You're working with other people. You're expanding. I mean, it's amazing, bro, to be doing this long and like to just have such an impact, bro. Because John, you realize most of the music out there, it came from you and Raquel. It came from you guys. You guys,
Yes, it did.
you're the beginning, right? Those first notes came from you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's my sweetheart out there. When she takes the stage, she leaves everybody speechless. They're waiting for freestyle stuff, and she throws them with the modern stuff and rocks them with the
Absolutely.
drama.
Which means
I'm like when I walk out of there, my head's like this, and I'm walking like, what did I encounter?
Right, so which means scan the QR code on the screen right now. Get your tickets for this amazing event, June 19th, Whites of Westport. What time do the doors open? What time?
We're open at 7. We're gonna open the doors at 7,
Okay.
so some of the DJs they can go there,
Yeah.
they can dance, have
Yeah.
some fun, have some drinks, and get ready for the
So
show.
let me ask you: Will the fans have an opportunity to meet the artists? Is that something that is it maybe not?
I know, is there gonna be a meet and greet?
I'm just kind
I
of.
know. Here's what I know. I know that Entourage is always wants the artist to interact when they can, if time permits. You know, he never charges for that, even if any of his other shows. So, and I know this artist will gladly be out there showing love, signing stuff, and yeah, absolutely, they're going to have a chance to meet the artist.
Johnny, I love
Absolutely.
that shirt. John, I love that shirt, man.
Absolutely.
I love
Oh,
that shirt.
yeah, man.
I would wear that. I love that. That looks good.
So Johnny, take us back to what Sal, your relationship with Sal, and how that all started, and you know, where you guys are at today.
Oh, well, me and Sal, we go back
Bring
way
him in, Joe.
back,
Bring him in, Joe.
and we, he
Bring him
is
in.
one of my faithful friends. We became good friends, and he's always been there for me. He's always brought me in to do shows and stuff. So he's wonderful person, wonderful person. And then Saul's my manager right there. That's Saul.
Yes.
And this, I don't know if you guys, know this, but in Florida, the medical community has dubbed him a miracle man already.
No
They
kidding.
have a bit, no, I'm not exaggerating or
That's awesome.
I'm absolutely in Florida. Was interviewed and he was considered by the health administration here, departments, that he's a miracle man. He should have been. They said he should have been gone a long time ago. And this man defies all medical, everything. He just keeps on going. He's like
God
like
bless
a
him.
Timex. He keeps on ticking.
I
That's
love
awesome.
that.
God
Yeah.
bless him.
So, I
love
mean,
this
just to give
man.
a little background, a true warrior providing human spirit is unbreakable. The inspiring force behind the hashtag Sal Beats Cancer. He has battled kidney cancer, Hodgkin's lymphoma, multiple melanoma through over 200 chemo treatments and CAR T cell therapy. And he is fighting with this unshakable faith. On the screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, Saul Alvarez. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Turn your mic on, baby. Your mic's not on.
Your
Sal,
mic is not on.
You got to
Your
unmute.
mic.
Can you
Your
hear me
mic.
now?
Oh, there
Yeah.
it
There
is.
you
There
go,
it is.
Sal. We
There
can
it
hear
is.
you, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I want to thank everyone who's participating in this, and everyone who's put this together. Paul of Entourage, and Raquel, and of course Johnny, and all the artists that are involved. It's very special, to see people come together, and especially when you work within this industry, and I've spent a lot of years in this business, and so it's beautiful to see people who are coming together, not only for myself, also for Wes Strong. I know he couldn't be here today, and we're hoping for the best for him as well.
So, if I could ask you, please, real quick, I obviously doing the research. I came across something, CAR T cell therapy. I found that very interesting. Is that something that you can talk about? I mean, is that a new form of therapy for cancer?
Yeah. So, I've been fighting cancer now for 10 years. I was diagnosed in 2016 with a tumor in my kidney, and went through several different types of things that would help that. Ended up beating the kidney cancer, but it came back more aggressively in the form of lymphoma, and that's where it took me down pretty bad. I ended up doing over 274 chemotherapies. It also damaged my heart. I also had quadruple bypass heart surgery in order to repair that, because what usually happens with cancer is that if the cancer doesn't take you, your organs begin to shut down and you start to have other issues. And so I was able to beat the Hodgkin's lymphoma. All this came with a lot of changes in my lifestyle, nutrition.
Sure.
Trying to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Unfortunately, after COVID, it came back in the form of multiple myeloma, which is a cancer that today has no cure, but they've made so many strides in the past 10, 15 years. And one of them is what you mentioned now, which is the CAR T cell.
There it is.
Basically, CAR T cell therapy, what it is that, and of course, I've learned in these 10 years to advocate for myself,
Sure.
to learn with the doctors and the nurses, read about things and get involved, because if you don't get involved as a patient,
Yep.
you don't know what's going
So
on.
time is the essence, right? It's all about time. Like you got to, it's time, right? I
Absolutely.
mean,
Absolutely. You know, and for me, I have to mention this, you know, the biggest part of what has kept me going is my faith in God, you know, you know, if you don't have faith, you know, the science doesn't work, you know, and that's how I feel. And so CAR T cell, to explain a little bit more, in layman's terms, basically what they do is that we have what's called T cells. It's part of the blood cells that we have in our body, and those T cells are basically like warriors, little fighters. And that's what helps us when we get, you know, sick, even like a common cold or something like that. And so what they do in the CAR T cell, it's a very extensive situation where they basically drain all your blood out, and when they not all of it, you know, portions of your blood to collect T cells, and when they collect these T cells, they freeze them and they put them together with different kinds of medications that infuse them together and put them back in your body so that they can attack the
It's
cancer.
incredible.
oh wow, wow.
You know, one of the biggest issues is that the expense behind it is gigantic. To give you an example, so I was able to have CAR T cell in November, and the cost behind it was almost $500,000. The insurance covered most of it, but the copays, you know, become, you know, very difficult. My copay alone, and thanks to everyone who donated and helped, and you know, families who mortgaged, you know, their houses and things like that to help me come up with the almost $50,000 copay that I had to come up with. But the battle doesn't finish there. There's been a lot of stability in my progress with CAR T cell. It's been truly a lifesaver. But the continuation of what they call maintenance therapy becomes very expensive as well. In my case, the maintenance therapy, the copay alone is $8,000 a month. You know, and it's over $100,000. You know, every time I go in there and have one of those maintenance done.
Well, and you know, for that reason, why this is so critical, what we're doing here today, bringing, you know, just awareness to this. You know, again, the insurance companies only cover so much, right? So whatever we can do to help each other to provide that support, Sal. I mean, I think it's absolutely critical. And just real quick, I just want to introduce them into the show because they're here, and I don't want them to wait anymore. In their legendary, their legendary tied to TKA, one of the Latin freestyle's most important groundbreaking, successful groups of all time. Sorry, dry mouth. I don't got my water. Where are we here? Show some love in the chat for Vianna and Abby Cruz. Welcome to the show. Sorry about that.
Guys.
Jordan, get my water for me, buddy.
Hey, hi everybody.
Welcome to the show.
Baby?
What's going on, everybody?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Obviously, I'll say it again.
Hey,
we realize how busy you guys are, and time is critical, and so we really appreciate you taking this time today and be on the show and just to bring some awareness to this amazing event. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
having us.
We can't wait for the
happy to be
event.
here,
Yes.
And to be part of this amazing event.
Fight against
We're
cancer.
thankful to be part of it and to be invited to be part of it.
So let's talk about TKA. It's been a while, right? I mean, how far back are we going? Like we're going back
I
to
would say 87.
87? Is it 87,
No.
86? No?
Oh, 85.
85?
85?
Scars of Love?
TKA started in 1983.
Really?
Wow.
Give us the history. I know that. I want the history, brother. Give us the history,
We
please.
started recording, and One Way Love, we recorded it in 85.
Wow.
But we were together already, walking the pavement. We were doing shows in our neighborhood. We were doing shows in schools. We were singing in people's living rooms, wherever they would have us. So yeah, we got together like 83.
So this is like Menudo time too. Menudo, remember?
Menudo's my favorite.
My wife's favorite. She
That's-
just said that.
listen,
She'll be running
that's not
into the
a bad-
room now.
Well, Scars of Love was one of my first records that I bought years ago. It was one of my first 12-inch that I bought. Yeah.
And TKA was at Rocky Point.
No
Rocky
kidding.
Point Park. Yeah.
Wow. Wow, so much history, man.
Yeah.
So much
Yeah.
history. You know, and I have to say this: you guys have been through this whole journey, right? All in your own separate journeys, and then to come full circle and all be here together. And not only that, performing together, and not only doing that, doing it for charity and doing it for good reasons. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
to know that we were going to make it, and this was the journey. You know, the show's all about the journey and everything we've been through. Raquel, you've inspired me today. Like I wasn't expecting you to share that amazing story with us, but I just like to hear that. You know, we all struggle. Like 5 years ago, Raquel, I was like you. I was in a really dark place. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I had two choices, right? Like you lay down and die, or you realize that you there's a greater purpose, right?
Yeah.
There's a greater journey
Yes.
for all of us. And that's what brought me here. I've been podcasting for like 15 years, and I stopped everything. I'm like, I don't want to do any of this anymore. But I realized very quickly that there was something missing. And it was this connection, these conversations, you know, the idea that I'm sitting here with all of you right now and we're discussing this. It's just, it's a profound, amazing moment in my life. And so I just wanted, you know, for everyone who's listening, never give up. You know what I mean? I know that sounds so corny when I say that, but the truth is, you know, when it's the darkest, when it's the absolute darkest, that is the moment where we all,
Oh, yeah.
right? That's
Yeah.
the moment where we realize I want more. Right, there's a grander purpose for me, right?
And we have all these amazing
And that's what I'm
artists coming
saying. Like
together,
that's true
DJs
for all of
coming
us
together.
here, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know,
Yep.
and it's just amazing that all these guys are coming together.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You know, meeting Sal for the first time, and you know some of the other artists. It's just amazing feeling, you know. And obviously the young kid West. You know, what else can you say? You know, for the family and stuff.
Right.
Struggling.
Well, I know we haven't talked a lot about Wes, but I know Wes is going through some things,
Yes.
and I really just want to say that we're supporting Wes and
100%.
his situation. I want to respect their privacy at this time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just
he's
you
our
know,
local boy, yeah.
absolutely. We got the hashtags. We're supporting all that. But again, it's a situation where no one should ever be there. You know what I mean? Like no
No.
one should ever have to go through this.
Yeah,
and so
like what Sal's saying, you know, his story about
Yeah.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
Sal,
I
you know, back to Sal real quick. Sal, it's amazing that, you know, it's funny. I forget what I was listening to, but I heard someone say something along the lines of, if we can live for 10 years, everybody will live forever, right? And the comment in the sense of the way that medicine, you know, is progressing, right? That at some point with these new, you know, this CTEL, right? Like, and doing these different types of medicines, right? And realizing that we can tap into, well, they're saying now that your wisdom teeth, right? Your wisdom teeth have T cells or cells that stem cells, right? That could actually, so like here we are on our way to that. And you wonder, you know, like he's a perfect example of that, right? Like, you know, maybe, you know, Sal, you'll be here with us forever. You know what I mean? Like it's just,
I hope so.
It's
God bless him.
right. It's and again, and I think the most important thing to remember here, everyone, is the will will to want to be here, the will to push forward and be the example for the next ones up,
Like
right?
you said, his faith.
Amen. Yep.
Amen to that.
Amen. Amen.
So real quick, what are we expecting on so like we're all going to be there, right? Who's up first? Do we have a schedule of events? Do we know, is there food? Is there drink? Let's talk a little bit about that. I want people to show up.
There'll definitely be drinks.
This is a party. You better eat before you start drinking. So eat at the house. Let's
I
go.
love it. I love it. I love
I
it.
mean, come and party your butt off.
Right?
That's
Yeah,
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, us DJs are gonna start the night off, and these guys are gonna just bring the heat.
All
like
right,
they
so
do.
we'll start with Bad Boy Richie Rich. Is that correct? So he'll be DJing.
He will, but he's a part of the artists.
Right. He'll be
Yeah.
playing all the
Yeah.
all the
so
music.
it'll be
but-
like me, Caesar,
Yeah.
and Donnie Battle and stuff like that. Yeah, that would be Eddie B. Swift is with Sapphire.
Okay.
He's a DJ. And obviously, he's a main DJ.
I just because guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I went through the list and I say to myself, how are you going to fit all these people? Like it's just it's
Somehow
a
we do it.
huge night. It's an absolutely huge night, dude. You're not going to go anywhere and spend $30 and have an action-packed night like this. And to me, history. Like these are artists that right. That
Yeah,
these-
they're gonna drop their hit records, and people are gonna go nuts like
right.
they do.
Yeah.
Legit. Legit.
It's true.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go.
Dance
Absolutely.
the night away. Dance
Yeah.
the night away.
Legit. So some goals. Let's hit some goals. What are we looking to do? Like, do we know how many tickets we're looking to sell?
Well,
Because we're
I
going to
mean,
set the goals right now. Let's get it out there. Let's do
I
it.
think the capacities are like
1,000.
Is it?
Is it
it
1,000?
Yeah.
We're,
We've done
we're
shows
looking
over
to
there
sell
before, right?
1,000 tickets. If the capacity is 1,000, we're looking to sell 1,000
That's
tickets.
right.
Yep.
That's
That's
what I'm
right.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So scan the QR code on the screen right now. Get your discounted
Yeah.
tickets, right? 30
Yeah.
bucks.
Special
6
2
to
hours.
8. Let's
Yeah.
do it, man.
Yeah,
Let's-
and it's,
Absolutely.
everybody knows that all of the proceeds go right to the families, to the two
Yeah.
families. So
Yeah.
get it out there.
Yeah. And so other ways. Let's talk about other ways that people can contribute. So we have the hashtags.
Yes.
Is there like a Patreon? Is there a GoFundMe? Is there because
No,
whatever there is, we'll share
I
it.
think
We're
the
gonna share
family.
it.
Well, Sal has his own GoFunds, I think, and stuff like that.
Sal, can you share that with me later, buddy? And we'll get that out there.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, buddy.
And Wes has his own too that is set up
Yes.
for the family and stuff.
Okay.
We're gonna have some wristbands for Wes.
Okay.
There, and the girls are gonna sell them. They're only like $5 stuff. They're just West Strong, you know. So the
They've
day
been
of the
selling them
event,
through the high schools. The kids
through the high
wear
schools
'em.
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, so we went to Diamond already. We went there. We've been talking to Durfee, the high schools, you know, because obviously he was a star athlete,
Sure.
this and that. And so we're trying to reach their community and have them all, you know, be a part of this great night.
Right, right.
You know, so we're trying to
this
get
is
everybody
nothing new
involved.
for you, bro. This is just par for the course, man. You're nonstop. You're a constant, my man. You are an absolute. You know what, bro? Dude, you know people call you all the time. They're like, dude. Every time you call me, I'm answering that phone because I know I want to be a part of it, dude. I want to be a part of everything that you're doing, brother. I want to be attached to you because everything you do is great, dude. And the people that you've introduced me to, like these amazing people here today, it's relationships. I built relationships with these people, with the Chrissies, and you know, just being a part of. Dude, I'm telling you, I feel like I'm elevating. I feel like everybody around me is elevating because of the amazing people that I'm surrounding myself with. You know what I mean?
Well, I fell in love with just helping out kids in the community. You know, I grew up in a project as a kid, and you just know the struggles, and you just do what you got to do. And then I fell in love with hip hop and the whole culture. I started DJing as a young kid, and here I am, 40 years later, still spinning and. You know, and still helping kids in the community.
Johnny, real quick, you there, Johnny? You there?
Yeah, I'm here,
All
my
right, I
brother.
thought you were playing with your dog. Listen, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I'm not playing. Listen, Johnny, real quick. How does this all start for you? You know, like I got to be honest with you. Like you're like the godfather, right, of freestyle. So if I'm asking, bro, how does this all start for you? Do you know you always want to do this? Like, are you a young kid going, I want to sing for the rest of my life? Like, how does this come to fruition?
No, when I'm releasing my book in a few months.
It's a book.
It's done already. It's being edited and everything. No, unfortunately I had a door in. I'm one of the ones that had a door wide open, and it was at the time it was Mickey Garcia. He used to work for my uncle, but before that, when I was 9 years old, I was the kid, and you've heard these stories many times, with the hairbrush in his hand, close his bedroom door, and pretend to be Michael Jackson, Luther Vandross, and everybody else out there. I used to just close myself in and isolate myself, sing for hours, and practice vocals, not knowing I'm practicing, matching the vocals. And I would, you know, if you closed your eyes, you can hear Michael Jackson in my tonality.
So what about your creativity? Where does your creativity come from? Are you writing this music yourself? Are you getting this
I
on
write all
paper?
my music. I'm an artist. I love this. Let me show you something.
Yes, please.
I'm an accomplished artist.
Look at this. Look at that.
Wow.
Awesome,
Wow,
Johnny.
that's
Love it.
amazing.
Yeah, I do art, and I've been doing that all my life.
Oh, that's
So
beautiful.
if somebody wanted to maybe procure some of that art, how would someone go
It's
ahead
on
and do
TikTok. I'm TikTok Shop. It's on TikTok Shop, and I'm also hitting all the galleries as well. Saul's working with me to get recognized by the music, the art industry.
Yep.
That's another genre, and that's another conglomerate, $1 trillion industry,
Sure.
if you know about it. And I'm trying to get my feet wet, and David Bowie's in it. The gentleman from Kiss is in. I mean, there's so many artists out there besides the Picassos and
Sure.
the Pablo, you know. So I'm just getting my feet wet now, but slowly.
So
when
if somebody
it came
wanted
to
an
music-
autograph piece, how does that happen? Like if I bought a piece and I wanted an autograph on it, is that something that we could work out?
we do that all the time.
love it.
All the time. And you
Put it
know,
up in the
so
studio.
Absolutely,
we
absolutely.
get it
I
all
could
there, and
put
you
over here
get
next
one
to
of these
Vanilla.
beautiful pieces. I even did one for. Let me show you something. I did something for a special lady.
I love this guy.
that she didn't know. Real
I
quick.
gotta hang out with Johnny. We gotta hang out. Oh, look at that!
Oh, so cute.
That's
Awesome.
Cynthia.
Wow, dude, that's really good. Johnny, you're really good, man.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Been doing it 40 years.
I'm not saying it just to be nice either. Like I'm not just, dude. That's really good stuff, man. That's fantastic, man. Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, so but the music industry, everybody in this whole panic will tell you it's a journey.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody. And I don't and my own daughter who could sing like Beyonce, and I'm not exaggerating, she's got a voice. She will not get in the industry.
Wow.
She refuses. She told me, well, I asked her, I said, babe, I said, sweetheart, why don't you want to get in? And she told me straight up, she said, no, Daddy, I don't want to follow what happened to you.
Oh wow.
See?
It's,
Yeah.
it's a tough gig. It's a tough gig. But once,
industry.
Yeah. I
but once
imagine.
you get in and you're established, like Sal and everybody here says, you know, there's no going back. You're in.
You're in, and here you are, for the long haul, brother.
Yes,
And
sir.
we appreciate it, brother. We
Oh,
appreciate
yeah.
it.
You know, I got my membership to Bengay right here. So.
Ayana and Abby, thank you so much for being here, guys. I just want to talk to you real quick. Hey, look, what do you got? What are you guys up to? Are you guys producing any new music? What do you got going on?
Actually, we have a duets album coming out. June 27th, we have an album release party in Brooklyn in a club called On the Rocks. It's a whole album. The album is entitled Beautiful Mess. Guess who's the beautiful one? And who's the
Beautiful title.
I love it.
It has 8 songs and they're all duets. And we've had a really, really good time recording the album, putting it together. It is us and Edwin Ramos, the 3 people who worked on the whole album, with a writer named Eric Cruz and another person named Odalis.
We're excited to have.
But
this
we're
album
excited
complete.
to the album to come out. It'll be out July 3rd. But the album release party, where we will be performing the album in its entirety, it's on June 27th. It's free to the public.
Okay.
There is no cover charge. If you want to come in, check it out. The album will be available a week before. We will be having it there. T-shirts and a whole bunch of different other things.
So all the merchandise
all the
will be
merchandise.
We'll
exclusive
share it.
for
We'll
now.
share the heck out of it.
absolutely.
So you have it before.
So that's what we've been up to for the last few months. Just
So let me ask you this: maybe people don't know. You are married. Both of you are married. How does this happen? Is it you guys meet with music? Is this how your relationship starts? And then here you are today.
It's funny. We were just talking about that before we got on. Over 25 years ago, I lived in Florida, in Orlando. I came to visit, and I met her. She was the host of a variety music show. And I never went back to Florida. We literally been together since that day we met.
I love it.
And we're 5 children, 10 grandchildren in.
That's
That's
amazing.
awesome. God
It's
bless
been
you.
a few decades. It's
Yes,
been
sir.
a few decades.
Beautiful.
But we've been together ever since that day.
You guys look
We
like you're
hung
21.
around.
How's that even possible? Like, I mean, what the?
Thank you.
What is going on? You guys are beautiful. When you see that, look how beautiful they look.
I know.
Jeez. How's that even
That's
possible?
Jurassic Park Part 16.
It took a couple of years to build this this album because we were busy doing our own thing. But now I think we're ready.
So are you staying
have a
like
choice.
are you guys doing like the Latin style music, or are you guys staying with the freestyle? Like just what's the genre?
More dance.
More
freestyle.
dance and freestyle, but I do have at the end of the year some Spanglish, not
Okay.
Latin,
Nice.
but some Spanglish stuff that is going to be released that I wrote. And that'll be towards the end of the year. And she will have her next solo album also at the end of the year, maybe released in January, February, it depends. So we've been really, really working hard.
Really
Thank
busy.
the Lord that we've been able to do it.
Mm.
You know, the music has given us so much. It's taken so much,
Right.
but it's given back so much that we are able to take care of our families and take care of ourselves and give thanks to God every single day.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
because I always say this, and it's by His grace. I had a dark period in my life before I met my wife, and it was only by His grace that I'm here today.
That's
Without
right.
that, there would be no AV Cruise, you know, and without God, I would not be here. So
Right.
it's been, you know, it takes, but it gives. He gives, and we've been so blessed to be able to take some time out and go into the studio and record these songs while still taking care of our families. So, I mean, if that's not blessed, I don't
That's
know what
awesome.
is.
Yeah.
That's
we
awesome.
got-
Amen to that,
you know,
brother. Amen
yeah.
to that. That's amazing. That's
Yes.
incredible. I love to hear this. And again, you know, not to repeat it, but we talk about those moments, right?
Yeah.
Those moments in where you realize, you know what, this is it. I have to make a choice, right? Either I'm
Yeah.
gonna be King Kong, or I'm just gonna fade away into the darkness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I see a room full of King Kongs, man. This is amazing.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love Abby and TK. I'm just definitely one of my favorites. Absolutely.
Thank
All
you.
right. Well,
Absolutely,
we're going to
brother.
bring
Hey,
somebody
one of
in
my
right now.
favorites.
Let's bring somebody in. She was
We have to
unmistakable.
go.
Oh, you guys are
I'm
going?
sorry to cut
All right,
you
guys.
off.
Thank you so much for joining us. We
We
really
have to go.
appreciate it.
We have to get on the road. Bye, guys.
Looking forward to
Salud.
June
Much
19th.
love. Johnny, Raquel,
God bless you
everybody.
guys. God bless you guys.
guys. And we'll talk
Much love.
soon.
Guys, don't forget, hold on. I am actually auctioning off one of my show outfits that I had.
Oh.
So if there's anything that you guys would like to bring, let me know, kind of like hit me up and let me know, and we'll coordinate it if there's anything that you'd like to auction off for the cause as well.
Absolutely.
Johnny,
Okay.
I was going to tell you, I don't know if you're cleaning house over there or what's going on.
Johnny was going to donate some artwork.
I'm trying to find.
If you wanted to donate, you guys go ahead. I'll talk to you later. Johnny, if you wanted to
we'll speak to
We'll
you.
reach out to you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Have a great night. See you on the 19th. God bless.
W's.
She has the best shoes in the industry. In the whole industry, she has the best shoes.
Best shoes.
Bye, mommy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Artist.
Pay your ticket.
Bye, mommy. Johnny, if you want, I'm donating, not donating, I'm auctioning off one of my show outfits. I just talked to the two of them.
Hey, we were talking about how we met and you go, oh yeah, but
If you want
we
to bring
came
an
back.
art piece or something that, you know, you'd be interested in auctioning off as well.
That'd be
for the
nice.
cause,
That'd be
please let me know. Well, we're going to set up a beautiful table, a beautiful display. I think it's going to be like a blind auction. We really haven't figured it out yet. Something stunning. Yes, of course. I mean, you're so talented. I think anything that you auction off, people are going to jump for. So absolutely. I was excited. Paul brought it to my attention. He may be auctioning off a solo drum solo.
I heard a date. I heard a date with Johnny. A date with Johnny.
I mean, maybe like a solo performance that he brings to the table.
Stop it, Raquel. Stop it.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
Have this brothership that they have developed over recording this album, and they have this joke going back and forth about, you know, drum kit. Maybe I can get him to tell you about it. But yeah, so it's hilarious. They're actually like stepbrothers. Have you ever seen the show?
Yeah.
And the movie Step Brothers?
Yeah.
When he's like, "Did you touch my drum set?"
I know you did.
So Paul may be donating his time for a drum solo. I'm waiting for my text
We have
to go
more
off
people
like,
coming
"Oh,
in,
I'm
right?"
gonna
Yes,
kill
we do.
you," you know?
All right. Well,
Yeah.
our next guest, she was the unmistakable voice leading Pretty Poison to the top of the charts,
yay.
dominating the world with the #1 dance club and Hot 100 smash hit, Catch Me, I'm Falling. Welcome to the stream, Jade Starling.
That intro.
What's up, beautiful lady? Look at her beautiful hair.
Welcome to the show, Jade. Bring a big.
How's everybody doing? Yo, Rock, what's up, girly?
Look, she's looking stunning too. Everybody looks stunning today. I can't believe this. You all look amazing. Jade, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. And just to add to what Rock just said, you know, I got so much stuff. I would love to donate something. That would be my pleasure.
Aw.
Yes, please call me.
awesome.
We will discuss for sure.
I love that. Thank you.
You got it. Anything for Saul.
Yeah, this is
God
just
bless
like,
you.
that's what makes this
Love you,
so
Jade.
overwhelmingly emotional, right? Is not only is everybody, I just got the chilly willies. There's, you know, and not only is everybody coming up and donating their time, but I mean the love that these artists just have and the people that they are outside of music really goes to show you, you know, what they're built from, you know, what they're actually made of.
Amen.
You know, and there's a lot of artists who I feel that way that just, you know, could not join us for this event because they were already booked or,
Sure.
you know, family
Absolutely.
stuff. So I'm not knocking them, but you know, it's just the kinship that you develop from these specific events. You know, especially you get a moment to go backstage and to really just kind of tell stories and to be a part of each other. And I love you for coming. And you know, Jade and I are also on the Billboard Diva Tour right
That's
now.
right. Awesome.
We start the 27th in Kyle, Texas. It's myself and Sapphire.
How many stops in that? How many stops, Raquel? How many stops for that?
Right now, we have a few. I can't name all the cities because I think all the contracts are still being worked
Oh,
out.
sure.
Jocelyn Enriquez will be joining us on this tour as well, which is exciting. But yeah,
Okay.
Kyle, Texas is our first run. Danny Dante, my little sugar wooga. I love her.
She's awesome too.
I love her.
She's awesome. So it's just going to be amazing. And, you know, to see Jada a part of this too is just pretty awesome. You know, I love it.
Well, of course. And you know what? I just want to mention back in 2017, my partner from Pretty Poison, Way Cooler, actually had neck and throat cancer. And we asked Raquel to be involved in a fundraiser for him, and she did not hesitate. So, girl, you know, we love you. We see you, and your heart is amazingly large. And, you know, we love you. And of course, we want to give back. We've known Seoul for years. And back in 2019, we actually did another fundraiser for Seoul. So we have been working to help Seoul for many years. And him and Wei, they talk a lot and they share a lot in common, having had, you know, dealings with cancer and so on. It's just been, you know, it's been amazing to see people group and come together, you know, for an amazing cause. This concert is going to be off the hook. You have so many amazing artists on there, not to mention Entourage Productions getting involved and putting the whole thing together. And I just want to shout out to Paul Lopes, who has been incredibly instrumental in putting this together and also putting us on the Divas Top 100 tour and many other things too. So, I mean, Paul is just an amazing person. And yes, Raquel, I see the difference in you. I'm so proud of you. And I know that you sort of pulled yourself up out of a dark place. And I just see the light all around you now. So I'm so happy for you.
I see it too.
We should bring Herb in.
You know, she was my favorite, like growing up in this industry. Not growing up not in this industry, being super young. You know, I kind of came later in the game, but my first song that I loved, and I told her this story years ago, was "Catch Me I'm Falling." It is the one record that I remembered, you know, just singing to in the mirror growing up, and now to be on tour with her, to have a friendship with her, like, you know, I was like, "Catch Me I'm Falling." Like, who didn't love that jam? You know what I mean?
Do you remember when you joined us on stage? I think it was Detroit.
Yeah.
And you came on stage and you sang with us. And I was like, oh my God, Raquel.
I was like, oh my God.
It's so cool, like seeing artists get together with other artists.
Absolutely.
It's just like a moment,
Awesome.
you know?
Right. You're geeking
So
out.
this-
It's amazing. Yeah, right. I love
This
it.
benefit coming up, you're going to see some of those special moments with the artists coming on stage and joining each other. It's going to be an amazing night. So get your tickets now, guys, because this will sell out.
Well,
And you can get a discounted price tonight on your tickets. So get them
Scan the
now.
code.
Absolutely. Get
Scan
your
the code.
tickets.
And leading the legendary Boston group Planet Patrol, he helped create the massive international electro anthem "Play at Your Own Risk" that changed the dance music game forever. Joining us live tonight now, Herb Jackson.
Look at her.
He's driving.
Herb.
He's
He's
driving.
frozen. He's frozen.
He's driving. Oh man.
He's frozen.
I worked on that intro for 3 days. 3 days.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
There he is. We got him. Welcome to the show, Herb. No?
He's
It's all
having
right.
technical difficulties.
Oi.
It was fine as soon as we brought him in. I'll tell you what, just mute him out real quick. And oh, is he there?
Hey,
Oh, we got him. There he is. We got him. We got you. We got you.
buddy.
hey, buddy.
There it is, right there.
Yo, Herb.
Yeah, I think we got a bad connection with him. Do me a favor, just mute him real quick. All right?
Driving back from.
And we're gonna bring in. Yeah, Tanisha. We're gonna bring in Tanisha. You good?
Hi.
What's up, today?
Hi, Tony.
How are you, Bubba Loves?
Real quick, hailing straight from the Bronx, this freestyle phenomenon gave us timeless favorites like Tears of Fears, Wondering, Games of Love, and It Must Be Love. Give it up for Tanisha.
What up?
Hey.
Welcome in.
everybody? Hello.
Hey, Tom.
What's up, bud?
What's up?
Hi.
How's everybody doing, Raquel? What's going on?
Chilling. Can't wait to see you.
Me too. I can't wait. It's going to be an awesome night.
Where-
Counting down the hours.
Tanisha, where you at? Looks beautiful where you're at, brother. Look at sunglasses on. Where are you at?
Up in the Catskills.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
lucky you. Lucky you.
Ellis?
Beautiful skies.
Yeah.
What brings you up there? Is that where you're at?
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
Lucky you, man. Lucky you. Looking forward to seeing you, brother. June 19th, Whites of Westport, 7 p.m. Scan the code on the screen right now. Discounted ticket prices, $30, right?
Yes.
$50 at the door. Get them right now for $30. And you can see all these amazing artists and maybe even a meet and greet. Maybe.
Oh,
I'm just
these
throwing it
guys-
out there. You never know. I
These
can
artists are always in there. They're always
Yep.
talking to all the fans.
Right?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
they're- It's hard to control.
All the time.
Yep, all the
It's
time.
all about the
Especially
fans.
Tanisha, he's definitely out there all the time.
Tanisha, what are you up to these days? You still writing? You producing new music? What do you got going on?
I'm still writing. I'm actually in the studio. It's a secret. I don't want to let it out yet, but I'm working on something.
Well, you just let it out, so it's not much of a
I know, it's not a secret no more. Now we know.
Too late now.
But no, you don't.
Sorry, I have a
no,
direct
the
line to
secret
the
is,
internet.
You don't know if it's freestyle or something else.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's the secret.
We're going to have to keep an eye out then.
Now I got the secrets.
It's something. I'll just say it's something totally different that people are not going to be expecting. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, wow. So when can we expect to hear what we're not expecting?
I think
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
It's a secret. I'm trying to set him up.
Yeah,
man.
of
It's
course.
just so
He's not
listen.
biting on it.
Raquel will be the first. Raquel will be the first to hear it.
You guys, I'm going to give him a few drinks at the show and be like,
Nice.
come
There
on.
you go.
Give us
Nice.
something.
We gotta talk.
Guts out.
We got to talk about the after party. That's what we got to talk about. That's after the show's done. We got to talk about the after party. That's
Yeah, party.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see everybody. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Have you been down here in a while, or has it been a minute? I think you got a bad connection.
It's been a minute. I was down there the last show we did with Raquel. Remember? When was that?
Decades of Dreams.
Yeah, he was down here.
Yeah, the Decades of Dreams.
That outdoor event
The rain.
where
event.
it rained.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, we talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
that in
with
the
the rain,
beginning of the
that's
show.
right.
We got that out of the way right in the beginning. Yeah.
We can't talk too much about it. It gives Paul Agnish. So we gotta,
Public view.
gotta
I like
keep it
that.
moving.
That's funny. I
I
like
heard
that.
about that for like the next year. Oh, look at this wonderful day in September. We should put events like that for Decades of Dreams. I was like, let it go.
We got Herb. I think we got
had
Herb
fun,
back.
though.
We
It was
got
fun.
him.
He was
Hey,
all
Herb
great.
finally pulled over. I think we got Herb. Are you here? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. What's
All right.
happening, everybody?
We got him. We got him.
What's
Welcome to the
happening,
show,
Herb?
brother.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
You out and about?
Well, yeah, I'm driving back up into my hometown from Acushnet, Mass.
Oh.
My wife and I went out for dinner, and
Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
we went to a restaurant called Blue Point.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
good.
yeah, it's
Very
really
good.
good. Fancy schmancy, this guy.
Very good.
And that crab.
I love to eat, so I always ask.
Yeah.
That seafood platter. But hey, listen, we're glad to be here, man. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing?
We're doing great.
What's up?
What's up?
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Is that Pastor Johnny?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's there. He's little, right? He's small, but you could see him. He's right there. I see him. See his little head.
It's like, really?
There he is. There he is. Herb, talk to us. What do you got going on, brother? What are you producing? What do you got going on?
Well, first and foremost, man, we want to give a big shout out to Saul because that's our brother, and we have been supporting Saul since 2019. And there have been times when he was in the hospital, and we were in Miami, and we literally went down to visit him in the hospital. That's very true. And spent quality time with him in prayer. We actually we stopped our concert, which was one of the most heart-touching events of my lifetime. We stopped the concert at the Miramar Amphitheater and literally had everyone pray with us for Saul concerning the battle with cancer.
That's
man.
amazing.
And ever since then, we've been connected at the hip. So big shouts out to my warrior, to my hero, to my little big brother Saul. Man, we love you, man. You know we got you 110.
Love you, Herb. Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
amazing.
sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
So
Here's what's happening with us.
Go for
We're
it.
actually recording. We've recorded some new music. We're releasing "Play at Your Own Risk" in Spanglish. It's coming out on the 26th of this month worldwide. We have a new label, Thump Records, with distribution by Virgin Records over in the UK, and it's going to be distributed worldwide. And Latino recording artist Da Vinci Valentin is singing in Spanish. We're singing in English, and we're very excited about this remake of "Play at Your Own Risk." And we're going to be out touring the country, touring the world, internationally and nationally. So Planet Patrol's got some big things coming down the pipe.
Are you still doing a lot of your old school stuff when you go to these shows? Like, what are people expecting when they show up?
man, they better expect the unexpected. But of course, we are always doing. We're doing. Didn't know I love you till I saw you rock and roll. Play at your own risk, of course. Cheap thrills, and we also recently released a new song titled "Come Back." And Rod Butler and I, who is the other member of Planet Patrol, he couldn't be with us tonight, but Rod sends his love, Saul, and his regards.
Thank you, Rod.
But we did a song called Comeback. We wrote it, and it's out right now on Spotify. And the song is an inspirational song designed to encourage those who are downtrodden, those who feel like they have lost the fight, lost the battle, or maybe felt like life has pitched them a bad fastball and they couldn't handle it, and they seem to be giving up. Well, we came to tell folks that you can come back.
Amen,
no matter
brother.
what it is.
Amen. Love
no
it.
matter how things look, you can come back, man. And we're excited about it, brother. So that's
Everybody
what we're all
sitting
doing
here
right
today, that's their journey, man. We're all here for that exact reason, brother. And I appreciate you even mentioning that. And that's the rope to toe here. That's letting people know, especially our young people. You know, we've been so disconnected with social media. You know, I think the further and further we get from the human contact, the more misunderstood we are, right? And I think it's so important for the people up front to be like, hey, young people, this is the potential. This is just because you've been handed whatever, you know. Johnny, I know you mentioned, hey, like I was handed this, you know, but not everybody here was. But yet you still made it. Everybody's journey is their own, and regardless of that, here we are today. And you know, to be together, not only realizing that there's something greater than yourself, right? But to give up your time for the betterment of someone else, right?
Yeah.
Right. And you don't realize that until you're put in that situation. And here we are.
Yeah,
so real quick, when are we doing like a song together? Like we got to do an all-star hit. Like when is that happening?
They should. That'd be good.
Like, we are the world.
Right? Why not? Why not?
Hey, listen. Listen, Paul. I was just thinking that when I was listening to everybody talk and share their testimonies, and I said, you know what? We all need to get together and just do a song.
Yes.
You know, collectively, all of us together. You know,
100%.
whatever it's gonna take, let's do it, man. Let's do it. I don't know. Paul, you may have to be the executive producer of this joint, man, and let's get together and make it hot, man.
That would be amazing.
Michael and Quincy can do "We Are the World." Why can't we do "Long Live Freestyle"?
100%. 100%. Right?
Freestyle.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, they made timeless records.
Yes, sir, Johnny.
Or the challenge.
Or we can just revamp the challenge. Yeah, Johnny and Planet Patrol. We did a great song, man, produced by Tanasio from Germany. It was called "The Challenge." We can overcome.
We can
overcome all the challenges of the world.
Absolutely.
But listen, I gotta say this, and then you guys can do what you want to do. But listen, we want to give a shout out to Wes as well, the young man that's been diagnosed with leukemia, who is also a beneficiary of the fundraiser, and Saul, everything that's coming up for that show on the 19th, man. All the energy, all the love, all the positivity. It's all about you guys, man. And if the power of God don't meet us there, something's wrong. So listen, be ready, and expect the unexpected. But most importantly, keep the faith, keep the hope, and just continue to fight the good fight of faith. Because you have encouraged me, Saul, on so many levels, brother. We don't say a lot, we don't talk a lot, but just seeing how long you've been fighting, man, it is such a blessing.
Right.
Yeah.
We lost
Amen to that.
Yes. Well said.
We lost Rob Bates to cancer last week, man. And you know, Africa Bambaataa lost his battles to his situation. So it's like, Saul, you are the hero, man. And I love you. We love you. Rod B, Planet Patrol, we love you.
Well said, brother. Well said.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to hearing
I just wanted I wanted to tell you guys that I was actually at Rob Bass's funeral on Wednesday, and it was very moving. And Montel Jordan did a sermon that just brought so much to light, and about paying attention to your body, and just because you don't see it, it doesn't mean it's not there.
It's not there.
So,
I saw that.
being aware and getting regular checkups is so important. And I'm so proud of you, Saul, for your positivity and your tenacity and everything that you show us by example to be a survivor. And we all love and respect you so much. And that's why we're here to help to raise the money for you. So I truly believe that God is with you. And, you know, we all should be aware. All of us should be aware of what's going on with ourselves. Listen to your body.
So, if you don't mind, and again, just to shine some light on this, how did you? Were you aware? Did you not feel right? Like, how did this all start for you when you realized that there might be something that wasn't right? I mean, you know, because obviously, look, I'll say this out loud. I'm Portuguese, and I'm as stubborn as it comes, right? So things will hurt, and I just ignore it, and I'm like, it'll go away. And I know that that's not always the best course of action. So, in your explanation, how did it work for you?
Well, when I was first diagnosed, it led me to the hospital because I had a kidney pain. I felt like if I was having passing a kidney stone.
Oh wow!
And when I went to the ER, you know, they did the typical things. They put fluids in me. They did X-rays, and they found that I had kidney stones that were trying to pass, but because of that X-ray is when they found the tumor on the opposite kidney.
Oh, wow.
And that's what led, you know, to find out that.
So Sal, real quick, it wasn't the kidney that was hurting you. It was the other kidney.
Nope. Correct.
Wow.
In other words, the cancer wasn't even bothering me at that point.
Oh,
if it wouldn't have been for that kidney stone,
so
I
chance,
wouldn't have gone
total
to the
chance.
hospital.
Wow.
Yep.
That's amazing.
And even when you know, as I was fighting, and I mentioned earlier, and I did all the chemotherapies. You know, you when you go through that many chemotherapies, there's this one particular chemo that they nickname it the Red Devil because it's so strong and powerful that it destroys everything in its path.
Wow.
And that chemotherapy had created a lot of damage in my body. I had felt like inflammation and I just didn't feel good. You know, I felt like something was happening. And one of the things that happens when you're fighting cancer, and then they're giving you these medications, is that they constantly give you steroids, you know, cortisone steroids.
Yep.
And they give that to you because it helps with de-inflammation or to help fight infection and those kind of things. And so the cortisone, though, one of the side effects is that it raises your blood sugar. And so I became diabetic because of all the steroids that they've been giving me. And the day that I landed in the hospital, we were 2 weeks away. Herb was talking about the concert that he prayed for me at when he visited me at the hospital. It was what landed me in the hospital at that moment. We were 2 weeks away from a huge concert we were going to do in Miramar in Florida. And I wasn't feeling well, went to the ER. My sugar, because of the steroids, had hit almost 600.
Wow.
And I was walking around like that.
Jeez.
And I went to the ER to get it checked out. You know, figure they would give me fluids and some insulin and bring it down. I had gone through this before while I was doing all this chemotherapy. And when they did my blood work, they found that my cardiac enzymes were extremely high and that my left artery had collapsed completely.
Wow.
And so they basically, you know, prepared me to have quadruple bypass surgery at that time. And that was all damage caused by the chemo.
Jeez. Wow. Wow.
Yeah. It's amazing that he's even here.
Yeah, and that's, you know, and I think that's probably the hardest part of all of this, right? Because you know, obviously, you know, treating one ailment, you know, creates other situations, right? And but again, I think a lot of this, Soul, if I'm reading this correctly, a lot of this was like by chance, you know, one thing leading into another, you know. But I what I see, obviously pretty obvious, is your strength, brother. Like I see your will and your strength to continue and push through this, brother. And it's never losing that will to want to do this. You know what I mean? And realizing I have to say, when you see people around you that believe in you and believe in you and the person, I think that has to inspire you. No?
In 2016, when I was diagnosed, I realized that I was going to have a battle ahead of me, and so I started to kind of trim the fat, as they say, get rid of things, and I didn't have insurance, and I had to pay for a lot of things out of pocket. I had a property in Costa Rica, and so I traveled to Costa Rica to sell the property and kind of get rid of things that I had there, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to travel back and forth.
Sure.
And in 2016, when I was doing that at the bank, I met my now wife. I kind of like fell in love, love at first sight. And I said to myself, wow, here I am, I'm diagnosed with cancer. I'm going through all this stuff, this is like the wrong time. But, I took my shot and ended up, talking to this girl and long story short, we stayed in touch. I let her know at one point everything that I was going through and that it probably wasn't worth her time. She stuck with me through everything. Long distance relationship. Finally was able to come to the U.S. and we got married. And through the process, of course, in the moments where I was in remission and doing better, we always thought about having children. And, one of the things, and not to make things even worse, I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me. I had a daughter that passed away in 97. So I kind of had not thought about having kids again, but this was like a moment for me to decide that I wanted to try again and live a life, plentiful. And I would get checked all the time because of all the chemo, and I didn't want to have a child who could have problems in the end, or could be complicated, or make sure that I could even have children. And well, my sperm count at one point went to 0. Like, I was told I could not have children, and it was crushing for me and my wife, because of everything that all the fighting and that I had gone through with the cancer, and hoping that I would be able to be okay. I truly believe that God put this certain doctor in my path, and we started to do different types of treatment. And long story short, I have a 2.5-year-old baby boy.
That's amazing.
Today.
That's amazing.
And
Awesome.
so instead of giving up on life, this is part of the story, because a lot of people have told me, why would you have a child while you're fighting cancer? And my thing is, why not? I wanted to live life. I wanted to do all the things, and my wife wanted that as well. And so there have been some positive and good things that have come out of this. And I'll mention this. This business is a very hard business. The music business. I've been in this business for over 30 years, and the people who are here today, not just because they're supporting me and supporting this cause for Wes and myself, but their hearts are in the right place. The relationship that I've built with Johnny over the years. A lot of people may not know this. I got my start in freestyle with Stevie B. Stevie B's from South Florida, and I lived here in South Florida, and that's how. And the extreme of a lot of people like to put Johnny and Stevie at ends with each other, even though they're friends. The kings of freestyle and all that kind of stuff, right? And I got my start with Stevie, and now today, not only do I have a working relationship with Johnny, Johnny O, but he's my brother, he's my pastor, he's a friend, and I'm really appreciative of everything that God has laid out for me. We can go on and on and on. When Way Cooler was I like to call him Vince, but when he was going through what he was going through, I remember reaching out to him and trying to keep him positive. And it was a very difficult situation with what he went through, and he didn't think he was going to make it, and he pulled through. And he's a man of faith as well. And so I know that God has a purpose for all of us. Way as well, like myself, is a producer and a musician and an engineer, And so we had so many things in common besides the cancer that kept us strong, I think, throughout all this. And it built relationships, for me, everyone here, Raquel and Paul and Jade and Herb and Rod. And Tanisha, just everyone who's involved here. AB's like a brother to me, just a great-hearted person, but one of the connections here is faith. And I think that a lot of people here have that faith, and they know that there's a bigger power out there that can help with all these things. And so as long as we keep on fighting, I think we're going to make it.
But Saul, there's a nucleus, and that is you, brother. You are the nucleus of this group, man.
It's helping bringing everybody together.
Right. That's you. You are the
end of the
connector.
day.
This is your purpose, man. You are living your purpose, brother.
Yeah.
Yes. What an amazing journey, brother. Amazing journey.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you with your son and your wife and your family, and just being a part of all this and showing up, brother. Because a lot of people keep these things to themselves. I know it must be very difficult for you to talk about this, but I think the more we talk about it and the more awareness that we put out there, right? Not that it becomes easier, but I think the support, really, like having people involved and, especially like supporting an event like this, scan the QR code on the screen right now, get your discounted tickets, and this is just a great way to not only bring awareness, but to participate in something greater than yourself.
It's
right?
like I told you earlier, Bob, the word cancer. It's probably affected almost every person that we know. You know what I mean? Somewhere down the line, everybody's family somehow has been affected by this disease. So this was just a no-brainer, easy. When Paul came out to us and told us what he wanted to do, this was just a no-brainer. Let's all get together and make this happen and put on a great show.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's
And
what
that's
it's about.
June 19th, 7 p.m., Whites of Westport. Make sure you get your tickets right away. But not only on the QR code, but later on we'll have the links everywhere.
Yes,
There's
we have
also
all
a
the
phone
links
number.
up.
I've got it on the screen, scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. All the information you need. Ticket, there's a cell phone number, 774-365-0507. Hashtag West Strong. Hashtag Saul Beats Cancer. Make sure you go support that.
Yeah, Kathy Hague's got tickets also. I can get tickets if I need it for anybody. So we have tickets. So anybody needs tickets locally, Fall River, New Bedford, Providence.
And I'll take us a step further. And Raquel, you actually kind of stimulated this, and that is if somebody wants to maybe donate some products, right? If they have a business and maybe they want to do gift cards and maybe, like you said, if we do maybe a little raffle or like stuff that we can give away, if people are interested in doing that, reach out to me, Brian, Kathy, Paul, Entourage, and we can make that happen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked to Raquel. If she's doing whatever she's doing, we're aboard.
I heard Jade was the shoes. I heard she was gonna bring shoes. She was gonna auction some shoes. Is that true? Is that true?
I can bring shoes.
I think it
No,
was
I
Aida.
said that I have plenty of outfits that I would love to.
Raquel, what
clean my
shoes do you want?
closet
We're gonna
out
make
a
sure we'll
little
get the
bit.
shoes you want. Make sure we get
Well,
the right
the
shoes.
shoes are 7.5, so I can bring some shoes. Are you a 7.5?
If you are, keep that a secret right now.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Hey, listen, I didn't get a chance to mention our new single, Celebrate, is dropping July 4th. And it will be, and we will be debuting it that night at the Saul Beats Cancer Benefit. And I believe that we will have a reason to celebrate because it's going to raise a lot of money for Saul.
Jade, give us a little sample. Give us a little sample.
It's time to celebrate.
Yeah.
Everybody celebrate. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care.
Yes, ma'am.
I love
It's time to celebrate.
Love it.
Let's go.
Love it. Killing it. Killing it. The
All right,
energy.
all you freaks. Can't wait to see you on the 19th of June.
And sing it. I want them to be like, you need to come back up. You need to sing my favorite. I better hear a little Catch Me I'm Falling.
You'll be hearing it, girl. I might have to pull you up on stage and sing too.
My favorite. It's my favorite.
I think we're going to have to make some moments that night. People performing with people and
Yes.
all
That
of
would be
us jumping
awesome.
on stage.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's going to be exciting. All the divas are going to be there all in one room for the first time the week before we head off to Kyle, Texas. And so that's
So
exciting.
excited.
I mean, I'm just over the moon with the response that we've gotten from the artists and who wants to participate in this. And Paul and I have talked so many times, what can we do? We have to get this together. And, we tried to get it done in Florida and, just the transportation and getting everybody there and who wanted to be involved and who had the time to be involved. And, so I'm so lucky. What's happening. I'm over the moon. We talked about this tirelessly, to figure out what we could do. And it just
No, I'm asking you to mute him.
That all the artists it was just like Paul spread the word and said, if you guys are interested, and it was just kind of word of mouth. And we just started getting all the calls back from everybody, like, we're in, we're coming, what time, where are we going to be? And, let's do this. And that it really warms my heart because I know, Paul in his self is a blessing to everybody that he comes across. He's just a stand-up dude. And now we are surrounded with these freestyle family and the dance community family of just a bunch of stand-up friends, and we've all become a little bit of family along the way. And that's awesome. So now we can all come together for an amazing cause. It's June 19th. Now is the only time the tickets are on sale for $30. They're going to be $50 at the door. So if you're watching and you want to get in, scan that QR code. And I will be reaching out to the rest of the artists who couldn't make it today to find out about what we're going to be auctioning off. And I got to be honest, I'm co-hosting, so I'm kind of excited. It's my first. Yeah. So I hope I don't screw it up. I got to do my research on all the artists, and coming to the stage. I think I should work through my voices. I was like, Paul, I'm going to change 17 times. He's like, where? What outfit? I mean, we have a hard enough time figuring out what I'm wearing on stage.
So Raquel, if you're co-host, who's the host?
Well, I'm definitely the host, but Richie's going to be co-host because there's two.
Yeah, right.
Richie's going to be, kind of co-hosting. I guess I'm the host. So I'm hosting. I'm going to
you got to rewrite that. Yeah, you're hosting.
19th.
We should put that right on the poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, it's hard enough for us to come to the same, agreement of what I'm going to wear on stage for the 20 minutes or a half hour or 10 minutes, depending on where we're at. So he's like, you want to change how many times and why are you going to stress me out even more? So yeah, it's going to be uber exciting just to have everybody there, together and for such an amazing cause. I love that, I think each and every one of the artists can agree with me when I say we have been, uber blessed that this is what we do for a living. We get to sing and go and travel and build these relationships with the people that we're on the road with and, our own little community, and it's fun. A lot of people work so tremendously hard and to be able to give back because we are so blessed, it's really humbling sometimes when you see somebody going through the struggles that they go through, and then you just think to yourself, what can I do? And sometimes you feel so utterly hopeless. Like, I just can't reach this person. How do I help? How do I, get to be a part of something like this? And this is just our way, the first of many, I'm sure. We're going to get some domestic violence situations going, where we talk about it a little bit more, where we do some shows and give back to that community as well. Just want to keep finding ways to just give back. I feel so blessed, one, that I'm alive. I'm alive and I'm here. I've fought the good fight and everybody, all of the artists I know have gone through, some really trying times where, again, you just want to give up, where you're just going through this situation that you're not going to make it out of. So I'm not saying that, we live this glamorous life because, we are all going through our struggles, but here's the opportunity for us to say, here we are, we're going to come together and we're going to get back together as a family. We're going to come together as a music community, as a group, and we are going to work towards a higher goal for somebody else. I'm so honored that Paul asked me to be a part of this, and he's tremendous. He hates being on camera, so that's another thing. So anybody that's walking around with a camera, get him on.
We're trying to get him in, but we couldn't get him in. No, it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
I always go, "Hi, Paul." He's like, "No," and he just gets all cranky about it. So yeah, or
He's the man behind the curtain. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
he's listening right now.
right? Like nobody knows he's
Yeah,
there.
we'll get texts later.
He totally is. So I'll be the face. I'll work on it.
And, you know, Raquel, just to kind of bounce off what you just said, you know, I think one of the most humbling moments for me was when I realized that I wasn't alone, right? Because we tend to, you know, we tend to put ourselves in situations where nobody understands what we're going through in our lives, you know, and it could be anything, you know, and I say everyone's pain is their own, right? We experience our pain in our own way. But I will tell you that much like you, and the people around me, like that brought me out of that darkness. You know what I mean? Oh, there he is. There he is. Somebody's coming. That brought me out of that darkness. And you can mute her. And then and it really, what happened was there was a byproduct, and the byproduct was I felt like I couldn't let these people down. Right. When I was at my darkest, these people didn't turn their backs on me. They were there when.
It's a reason to fight.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. And then coming around the corner and realizing these people were there and they continue to be there, I felt like I have to give back. Right. It's the only option. There is no other option. And the more I do this is what happens. This is the byproduct.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, as humans, we do have more similarities and more things in common than we do differences.
100%. 100%. Absolutely. But we don't think that way, right? We think our problems are ours.
We express it differently. A lot of us don't talk about it, or we express it differently, but everyone is going through something.
Yeah.
Personal challenges, problems, but I believe that our faith is what keeps us going.
Amen.
You know, faith in God.
Amen.
And I think that Saul is a testament to that.
Amen to that. Johnny, you there, Johnny? I see you, man. You there?
Don't let me start preaching because
you're next, brother. It's you, brother. You're up, brother. You're up.
Baby.
You're up,
You know,
brother.
we divide ourselves. One thing that I want to tell everybody out here is remember, watch your words. Words have power. And when you speak death, the death does come with diseases and poverty. But if you speak life and you speak the book of life and the word of God into your life, and it has nothing to do, and everybody knows me, I'm not religious. I can't stand religion. Religion controls people. It destroys people. It divides people. But God's word teaches relationship and love and commitment. Good religion is in the Bible, and that religion is the religion to the people of always love, giving, helping, supporting, donating. It's every attribute you could ever imagine. And humanity, if they start learning that we're brothers and sisters, doesn't matter the skin color, and we start learning to love each other and be committed to one another and never put boundaries and limits, this world will become amazing. But you know what? One step at a time. We are that one step. We take those steps for God, for our people, for, cancer. The cancer hates me, and I hate cancer, and it knows it. And when I get every opportunity to go against cancer, I put on my boxing gloves and I get into the ring, and I said, let's get going. Let's do it. You know what I mean? And I don't look to the right that there's a black guy or a white guy or a white girl or an Arab or this one. I don't even look at the religions. I don't look at nobody because I just know that if they need me, they call me, I'm there.
Johnny, we're all in this together, brother. We're all in this together.
Absolutely.
Wow. How do you follow up to that? Jade, what do you got to say? Jade, what do you got to say?
One time we were riding in the car with Johnny not too long ago, and Johnny was just doing his thing, and everything he said was so uplifting. And I believe what he said is so true, that words have power. And the more positive we are and more we're spreading the word of love and joy and keeping ourselves more like a full circle than splitting us apart. We're so much stronger together.
Amen.
Yep. And I believe that we're going to bring so much light that night, so much love and light on the 19th. It's going to be a great experience. And for the fans, we were all about the fans. We want to meet the fans. That's the goal is to just have it one big party where the artists and the fans, we're all in it together. It's not like us and them. It's all of us together. We're all fighting together.
Absolutely.
So true. telling you.
Right?
Yeah, they're going to put on a great show. The energy is going to be crazy.
Well, we're stoked. Can't
Brian?
wait. It's coming up. It's coming up fast.
Oh, it is.
Yes,
Super
2 weeks
quick.
away.
2 weeks
we got
away.
2 weeks. We got a big push. 2 weeks. Let's go. Get those tickets now. We got to push.
Absolutely. Brian, what do you got?
What I have?
Yes.
I have all these amazing artists in front of me right
know,
here.
it's crazy,
that
right?
I used to break their records. I mean,
Yeah.
and now
Oh, you
I'm
got-
DJing some of their shows. I love it.
I'm totally fanboying over
and
there.
they're all fabulous. They're great. Like it's been
You gotta hurry
unbelievable.
up. I gotta take my flight.
I hear you.
He's not going to make it.
You guys can all stay at my house.
Aw, sweet.
Definitely. No, I'm looking forward to this. You don't even know. Like this is what I live for.
So real quick, I mean, I know we got everybody here, and it's important for everyone to be here. Jody, if you don't mind, we've got a couple of events coming up, so let's talk about that real quick so that we can promote it. So first one up, you want to talk about Christmas in July?
Well, I'm doing my first annual Christmas in July.
Okay.
I work with CFC. It's Citizens for Citizens. They've been based out of Fall River way before I was born. So I donate my toys to them every year. We're doing it early this year at the St. John's Club. You know, you bring an unwrapped toy, you get in for free. You know, if not, it's $10 at the door, so we can.
What are people expecting? Is it you spinning records?
Yeah, it's me, my partner Paul Raposa that's here, and my partner Jay Bryan that's here.
Okay.
Yep. So, we're over there playing the old classics, playing their records right here. We're breaking their records, you know? So,
Okay,
that's
and
what we're doing. And you're going to be there live.
I will be there
and
live.
then I also have August 8th at Kennedy Park.
Put it up, Joe. There we go.
We do our annual backpack drive. We give
Raquel,
away.
you were a part of this last one, right?
She helped me, raise money the last time. Yes, last year. So every year. Yes.
At the Eagle.
At the Eagle, the Eagle event.
That place was awesome.
It was.
That's a cool place. No, what a beautiful venue
Yes,
that
it
is,
is.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know that building was designed to look like a boat? Like you were in a boat? Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. I actually knew someone, and it's actually, if you're inside of it, it's designed to look like a riverboat.
It does actually. Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
that's
No, that place is amazing.
That's a cool
I
venue.
would just bring all them there, to perform there because that place is crazy.
Oh, the acoustics in there alone are
I
just
know.
ridiculous. I went in there for sound check and I was like, I don't need a mic. Here we go. And it's just like, I just sang just to sing. I was like, I love it.
Oh no, yeah, you blew the roof off of that night. You were amazing.
That was fun.
And they're working on the top balcony, so now hopefully if we do something in the future, they'll have everybody can see above and look down and stuff like that. It's going to be amazing.
That is amazing.
So-
So real quick, how many numbers? How many backpacks did you guys collect that first event?
We've been annually the last few years we give away anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 backpacks to kids in school.
3,000 to 5,000.
Yeah. Every year, plus school supplies. We fill them up. Kathy's a part of my team also,
Thank you, Kathy.
and Jay and Paul. Yeah, Kathy, she's the one that's in charge behind the scenes.
Kathy's got the best smile in this room right now. I can tell you that right now.
But and again, we're all here for this one reason. The first time I'm meeting Sal, we connected on internet as soon as he told me who he was, so I connected with him and sharing his story and learning more about him. And obviously the young boy, Wes, my son goes to the same school. They're basically the same age at Diamond. They both go there together. And, this is just a no-brainer. And we're just praying that the outcome is what we want from everybody.
We've got the backpack drive, Christmas in July, this amazing event on July 9th, June 19th.
This is my focus, and this is where I'm at.
June
For
19th.
2 weeks and
2
getting
weeks.
my routine ready to rock out for these people.
Hey, real quick, and I know it's whites, but how is it? I mean, people have mentioned that venue. They've done some renovations in there, right? Like, is it?
Yeah.
It's changed quite. I haven't been there in a while. 'Cause it used to be quite busy there, but it's been a minute. So, talk a little bit about the venue.
Well, no, the venue is a good venue. You know what I mean? So
Plenty
they
of parking.
definitely upgraded. Yeah.
Hotel across the street. So
Yes.
if you're planning, you want to spend the night, like I'm just setting this up. So get the tickets, get a room next door. You can party all night long because then there's the after party, and then you could just go over and crawl over to the hotel right across. That's a Holiday Inn over there.
He used the right word. You could crawl over after the night is over.
I can't wait. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm really promoting the event. I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to actually like meet all you in person. Like I'm.
No,
Brian, the only reason I'm going is because you said I could. If I can't, I'm not. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'll get you a ticket, Palm.
Yeah.
I'll get you one.
Well, we're going to give away, the Bobby Couto Show Studio B is going to give away 2 tickets. We'll work something out as far as how we're going to work that out. And there's a couple other things I'd like to get involved in. Raquel, I definitely want to get in with the raffle. We're gonna do something for sure. So we'll be involved in that. And if there's anything else, anybody else wants to contribute to that event, get a hold of Brian, get a hold of myself, Kathy, and we'd be more than happy to channel that to the proper channels. Right.
I got Donnie Battle is wishing everybody wishing Sal good luck and everything. Yeah, he's online somewhere over there. I can see him. He's posting, letting me know.
Yeah.
What's up, Donnie?
All right.
We're always interacting. He said Jade and I are always interacting with the fans. We do. We're out there.
They do.
They
do. Every show. Yeah.
I see it. I see it.
I mean, we can't do it without them.
That's
right. So absolutely, the fans are the stars of the show.
Yes.
Yeah. For sure.
Because they're the ones that make it happen.
100%. 100%, Jade. Absolutely.
We're still doing this because they all keep showing up.
Well, listen, and the truth is, you guys.
And now it's so interesting to see our fans over the years have evolved, and now like their kids are our fans too. So it's a generational thing, and it's sort of getting passed on.
Jade, you and I on the same page. Just literally the words
It's
out of my
100%.
mouth. Like you've been doing this for so long that it's traveled into generations, right? Like mom,
it's amazing,
mom, daughter. Like, yes, yeah,
It's just amazing.
Yes, and what lasts this long?
Nothing.
Okay.
I do got to tell you, one of my favorite things that I get to hear now is, "Oh my God, my grandma loves you," and I'm like,
When I was actually, fun fact, when I was little, I grew up with like my aunts and my uncles like listening to Pretty Poison.
Oh, there you
and
go.
Stuff like that. So
There you go.
I the fact that I like now like kind of like put 2 and 2 together, and I looked everything up, and I was like, oh my God, dude, I used to listen to this when I was younger, and I didn't even know.
Right,
I
younger,
was like,
27, younger.
Well, I
He's
got a 23-year-old and I got a 16-year-old, and they listen to all this because I'm always rocking out their music in my
Right.
house.
Right.
So
Yeah.
So
I think that music keeps people young too.
100%. It's evergreen. It's absolutely
and
evergreen.
it's very healing.
Therapeutic.
Very therapeutic and healing. So
Extremely.
it's no surprise that music brings people together in such a joyous way. And I think it's the perfect way to cross promote everything, and also, to make sure that Saul is going to be good at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
Last year alone, I worked with the congressman of Jersey because I'm nonpartisan.
I'm from Jersey.
Yeah, I was there, and I did the Democratic Party at the Jersey, and then I did a Republican Party in New York, and it was all based on community get-togethers to work with the community, to education, health, all everything, And so and it happens a lot with me and Saul. We get a lot of phone calls from mayors and congressmen and senators, and we do these fundraisers and stuff like that. So. Doing this cancer thing, I want to do more of these. I'll be honest with you. I really want to bring a strong awareness. It was like the gentleman that mentioned before. He said it's one of the things that affects every family on earth.
Absolutely,
especially in America, it affects us a lot here, and we need to stick together. You know what I mean?
And Johnny, to your point, color, race, creed, none of that matters, brother. It affects us all the same way.
It's crazy. It doesn't discriminate.
Right.
It doesn't discriminate. It goes after everybody, and it doesn't discriminate children. Children too get it, and it's really sad when you look at the St. Jude commercials and stuff. Those are real families. They're hurting.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, in true fashion, my mom always told me, know when to leave a party, because when you stay too long, people want to throw you out. So with that said, I just want to just give you the microphone real quick, brother. If you wanted just to address the audience, if you had anything to say to the artist, please feel free.
Well, I wanted to thank everyone. Thank you for this time and this platform for everyone to talk about this very important event. It's you mentioned this earlier. It's hard sometimes to put your story out there, especially when a lot of people sometimes think it's just like the same old thing over and over again. And I've been fighting this for a long time, but I know that the more and more that we get closer to a cure, we talk about that there's a cure already, or that we're working on a cure, and that's one of the things that we all long for. Everyone who's fighting this disease, this has affected everybody, as was mentioned earlier. We all know someone in our family, in our circle of friends, or a friend of a friend, someone who's battling cancer or who has lost their battle to cancer. And so the only way to combat this is with faith and coming together. Together we're stronger. So I wanted to thank everyone, all the artists who are involved, and of course all the fans who have purchased tickets. And without them, of course, this wouldn't be successful. Of course, Paul and Brian and Kathy and just Raquel, everyone who has put their heart into this. Without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. And I ask that you guys keep me in your prayers, keep Wes in your prayers as well. And thank you so much. God bless everybody.
You're a champion, brother.
You're
You are a
welcome,
champion, brother. We
God bless
appreciate you,
you.
man.
You're welcome.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Johnny, what do you got, buddy?
No, I just want to thank all of the artists. They know they're my family. Everybody here is my family. So my brothers and sisters. When we made that call, that triumph call to come together in unity, they show up. I love you guys. Thank you for your devotion. It just touches my heart that we do care. We love. Everybody thinks that we're some of us artists are conceited and we don't care. We do care. We have families that are suffering, and Johnny will always be there for everyone in prayer and giving and everything like that. I'll always be there, and I know that I'm looking forward to this event, and I give God all the glory for it. And I love you guys for your time and your devotion and for this podcast. I really appreciate you guys. God bless.
Thank you,
everyone.
Johnny. Appreciate it. Johnny, you look amazing
appreciate
too, by the way, dude. What are you, like 30? Like, you look amazing. Guy looks amazing. Absolutely looks
31,
amazing.
31.
31. Thank you. Perfect. Jade, what do you got for us?
Well, first of all, we are honored to be a part of this. And when Paul asked us to be involved, he didn't have to ask twice. There was no hesitation. Just want to thank all the other artists and all the fans for your love, support, and generosity. It is always so important to give back, because if you give back, it comes back to you tenfold. So, you may have a family member or a friend or a loved one that's going through something or has gone through something. So you do understand the power of prayer and the power of God and the power of positivity. So let's all come together for this amazing night and just bring everything you have, and you will just have the most phenomenal time.
Absolutely.
And I just love you all. Thank you for having
Who's
me.
got better hair than Jade? Say it. I mean, my
I know, I
God,
know.
right? Legit.
I love it.
You might.
I definitely have better hair than her.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I definitely do.
I like to see
Well,
that.
good for you.
I'm the guy behind the camera. So
Jade, I disagree. Jade, I disagree.
You look
Kathy,
good, baby. You look good.
Kathy, what do you got for us?
Just to give you a little bit of history, I have been friends with Brian since kindergarten. Brian was
Love
in
you,
kindergarten. Yes. And also Paul since high school. So whenever they call me and they ask me, I know I can't say no. I'm always going to say yes no matter what. But I'm so proud and so happy to be part of it, because these getting to know them, they're so real and they're such great people. They will do anything, and along with Brian and Paul. So no matter what they ask me to do, they know I'll never say no to them. So
Sure.
even today,
I told you, didn't I say?
You did.
I never did a podcast. I've never
Really?
watched a podcast. I didn't even really know what it's about. And Brian's like, just come. And I'm like, all right, fine. Then he's like, sit here. And I'm like, oh my God.
Well, you look great.
What do I do?
I mean, and thank you for being here. I mean, I hope it was a cool experience for you. I mean, it's.
I told him,
It
get
was
your game face ready. Let's
That's
go.
what he said. He
Yeah,
said.
it was
Sick of
great.
this shit
And I
with
have
you.
to say, my favorites are here. Like Jade, Pretty Poison is one of my absolute favorites. I have her shirt with her picture that I wear to bed
I
sometimes.
love you so much. Kat.
Yes, and then Raquel, I love Raquel so much. She knows I'm like, we went roller skating not long ago for Raquel. Like, it's just been, yeah, it's just been great. So they're awesome. So it's
Yeah.
so much
Oh,
fun.
listen to me. Kathy, Paul just called me and he goes, she's telling everybody how great they are. What about me?
Yeah. I did. I said, we have been like friends since high school. So I can't, these two, there's like nothing you can say. I tell everybody I trust them with my life. There is nothing that like.
Wow. She's lying. She's lying.
I'll tell you what I heard is that, like much like Tiny Dancer, Elton John, Tiny Dancer, that's who you are. Like you're making it all happen in the background. All the great things. That's what I heard. I heard that there's direction. I hear like you can't keep artists focused long enough to walk on stage that if you don't show them how to get there, they're not getting there.
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
Do you want to give Raquel?
And that's where I was Kathy all set.
I'm done.
Okay, great. And then we're going to Raquel.
Oh, Paul just hung up on me.
Did he?
You called him out.
No, he was like, you are. I just, none of this would be happening without each and every one of you. Kathy, you show up to every event and you just work. I know Paul could not do any of this without you. The first time I met you, he was like, this is Kathy and she's amazing and she's going to help. And you have gone above and beyond every time. Brian, I love doing events with you. You bring your talent to the stage as a DJ, but your heart is so warm that you just you give yourself to so many different incredible events. So I'm glad that you had the time, to come and be a part of this. And I thank you so much. I know you and Kathy have been running around to high schools and different venues and shops and different places and different people that and just extending the invitation that everybody is welcome to an event like this. Just giving back. I love Paul to the moon and back. He's got the biggest heart in the whole wide world. A lot of people don't get to see it.
Yeah.
But he definitely does. And he just wanted to, just extend himself a little bit more because I've got him pulling from every direction right now. But he wanted to get back. His relationship with Saul is so important to him. They have grown closer, I think. Every time Paul talks to him or talks about him, it's always with such a loving kindness, and and he's always fighting from the wings for him, and I just love that I can be a part of this. This podcast was great, bringing everybody together. The artists who are just like, we're in. It really wasn't a pulling teeth kind of situation. It was just like, yes, we're doing this. And my thoughts and prayers are definitely with Wes and his family. I know they're keeping this a little more under wraps and a little quieter and totally understanding. He's a younger gentleman and their fight is still very private, yet very public to the community who loves him and gives him well wishes and prayers. And so it's amazing. Anybody that's, getting their tickets on here, please know that every bit, every dollar that is, coming into this is going directly to the two families, which I found it's heartwarming, just we're giving back in time to just show unity and show the community, from here to New York. And we have somebody flying in from Florida, Johnny, and one from California. And, people are just coming in to give a part of themselves. And I love that. I love being a part of it. I can't wait. I can't wait to host.
That's so cool. It's amazing. The queen of freestyle, Raquel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And I love being a part of this. It feels like a gift, that I can be a part of this and be a part of bringing everybody together. And I'm excited to just kind of take the stage and share it with everybody. And again, you don't always have these events where, the money or the finances are going in the right direction, and it's just nice that here's what we're making, here's what's happening. And this is a gift from you. And God gave each of us this talent, this voice. And I believe that this is the best way that we can utilize that talent and that gift. I say that every day, like I'm alive with all the things that we've been through because God's not done with me yet. Mm-hmm. And, and so God's not finished with you yet. And he has given you this fight and he has given you this squad around you. And now you have an extended family with all of us. So, you're still here for a purpose. You're not done yet. So keep the fight. We love you. You will always be in our prayers. even after this. I know Paul, can't wait to keep in touch with you. You guys talk all the time and he just loves you to pieces. So, you were the reason why he wanted to kick this off. And I think that friendship, as it has grown, has really made him stronger as a man and as a person as well. I think he'll agree with me. And everybody coming together. So, I love it all and can't wait to see each and every one of you. And I hope everybody in the chat and everybody that has bought tickets, please know that, we are very warm and welcoming and would love to take pictures and be a part of what's going on with you two out there. And yeah, it's just going to be an incredible night that I'm really looking forward to.
Sure.
Yeah, I only had one thing to say. My buddy Elder Souza is a professional photographer.
Oh, you mean my cousin Elder Souza?
Yes, he's another childhood friend, but he is in the chat and he wants to donate his time and go there and take pictures. And he's an amazing photographer.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's an amazing photographer. So that's what we're talking about.
He's one of the best in the city.
This is
One
what
of the
brings
best.
everybody together.
Yeah.
And it's cause and reason. But thank you, Elder. I appreciate that.
That's Souza Image Works.
Yes.
Souza Image Works.
Yes.
And that's,
So I just wanted
thank
to
you,
make
Helder.
that
Really
announcement
appreciate
before we
it.
end.
Finally, he makes it to one of my shows. Like, I've been doing this for 13 years. The guy never shows up. Finally shows up. But I'm glad he did. Finally, right? Finally. So real quick, Paul Lopes, Entourage Productions presents Freestyle Madness Fight Night Against Cancer, June 19th. Whites of Westport, music by Bad Boy Richie Rich, and all these amazing artists. Guys, thank you so very much for being here. I got to ask a question. I wasn't sure I was going to ask it, but I got to ask Johnny. Johnny, you there?
Yes,
all right,
sir.
you ready for charity? This is for charity, okay? You, Stevie B, in a ring, death match. Who wins?
Stevie won't make it. I'm a second degree black belt.
I didn't think so.
He's going down.
I must see these things. They still work.
That was funny.
They still work.
I love you, my man. Thank you so
I
much,
love
man.
Stevie. I love Stevie. He's my friend. I love him. He's the king. He's the king. He's the king.
God, that's hilarious.
I'm good.
You're good? Brian, thank you so much for being here. Kathy, thanks so much for being here. Jody Joe Productions. Go see Jody Joe Productions. I want to say thank you to all the artists here today. I would say all your names, but we don't have enough time. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you scan the code on the screen. Get your tickets right now. $30, $50 at the door, June 19th. Make sure you mark your calendars. We're going to share the hell out of this.
Yes.
You are an amazing group of people, and I am absolutely blessed to be in your presence, and I just want to say thank you. I appreciate the audience for being here. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to the show. We appreciate the comments. It really, really matters. It's the momentum in the show. I will say, last month, 600,000 interactions on Facebook. We're so forever grateful, and the momentum is just, I mean, you've seen the guests, bro.
Yes.
We've had some amazing, like this is pinnacle today, but we've had some amazing guests on the show, people with some amazing, extraordinary journeys, and that's what we're going to continue to do here. And I am just so blessed and humbled to be in your presence, everyone. Thank you so very much. Remember, June 19th, be there or be square. We appreciate you. Remember, personal excellence is the ultimate rebellion. And remember that all roads lead here.